to Tal'Dorei Monday. This is Delta Group. It's a pleasure to have you with us once again. I am Alex. I will be playing both Visca Bookreader and London Van Hohenheim. Allow the party to introduce themselves. Let's go from the top down. So, Amy, you're up.
Hello, my name is Dima, and I'm playing Maka, the wizard of the group.
Hello, I'm Azuzu. I'm playing Copy, the Changeling Rogue.
Hi, I'm Becca. I'm playing Elspeth, the elf bard / cleric.
I'm Scott, I'm Delta Group's DM.
I'm Sam. I'm playing Toto Half Pint, the Halfling Ranger.
And I'm Traz, playing Cloud, the Tabaxi Rogue Warlock.
And this is Delta Group. I'll do the recap this week. As last week, we had just finished killing off the two Oni we were looking for after they had ambushed us with a very clever disguise. Just after dealing with the last Oni, we heard an evil laughter echo through whatever we currently are in the building / sewers we're currently in. I believe that pretty much rounds up the last week, as most of it was just tracking the talking and then tracking the Oni, following our hunter friend, who turned out to be an Oni down here, getting ambushed and killing the Oni. Then hearing that evil laughter. If I missed anything, please feel free to chime in.
I think my memorable bit from last week was Elspeth getting her glasses.
Oh yes, Elspeth can now read and write with a combination of magical items. If that's it, please take it away, Scott.
Okay, so both Onis now lie in either ash or lifeless on the floor, one of whom crashing through a doorway into some enlarged chamber, and as the party have just described, they heard this rather evil laughter in the background. How do the party wish to proceed, considering the fact that one of you just tried to run away like a little bitch and get caught by your blood hunter ally? And also you have friends who have also popped into the fray in the form of the two tiefling brothers who were being harassed in the streets and decided to give you handers, albeit a little bit late for the actual fight, but they're there.
Are we technically out of initiative at the minute?
Out of initiative for the moment, at least.
Well, with that, Cloud will sort of run back out the room, look at the two tieflings and say, two Oni are down. I believe our friend Haram is coming up behind us. Fill him in and get ready. There is something else down here as well. And while he's saying that, he will pull out his dagger of venom out of the demon he left there, and then he will tap his ankle and use the wand of invisibility to go invisible again.
Disappear. Standing there, kind of looking at one another as if like, wait, whoa, what the fuck? Where'd he go?
Does anyone need healing?
Yeah, I've got healing if anyone needs it.
Me too.
So, Who looks very badly hurt
I
at the
need
moment?
healing.
Right. So, Maka, Visco will come over to you and cast Cure Wounds on you. Yeah. You at first level. So you heal 6 points.
Did the Blood Hunter chap say anything? Because I think the last thing I remember was Klaus shouting at him.
I should have called it to go, whoa, where the fuck are you going in such a hurry? And then Cloud called out as if like, no, don't let that one out your sight.
All right.
Or words to that effect.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Charm Person to charm him into thinking that. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Charm Person. So please make a Wisdom saving throw DC 4. Yes. What?
He has advantage on saving throws for a reason that you can't seem to manage.
Oh,
You
for
thought
the
you
love
got
of
him?
Christ!
Oh, Jesus ain't going to help you, boy. As you initially, you think you got him under your spell, and then as you're about to walk past, grabs you by the wrist and goes, you ain't going anywhere.
I fucking hate you. I just fucking hate you. Cool. That's fine. We'll just see how it plays out. I'm calm.
Visca's also going to do Cure Wounds at second level on London.
I can cure without using a spell slot if somebody wants creamy heat.
I'm still injured.
Aka wants some creamy healing.
Oh, I can use
Maka,
my
you need
harp actually
creamy
as well.
healing?
I still need healing.
Alright, step back, I've got this. I pull the wand out of a small pouch in my belt and I rub it furiously until a white liquid shoots out, just kind of on the back of Maka's knees.
Right, roll, see what you heal about.
Thank you.
How are you doing? Could you do with a little bit more, or are you looking alright now?
I'm almost full. That's
Yeah.
okay.
It's London and Visca who are currently the worst off.
I've got 6 charges on this bad boy, Visca. Don't worry, I've got you.
I'll pull out my
Before you've
harp and
even...
heal London.
Yep, you heal London. Visca, this is just going for the money shot.
He gets 3 points of healing.
1 point. I can do it again. Just give me sort of half hour, 40 minutes. There you go. You need more?
I'm fine. Just kind of brushing as much of the gunk off as possible.
I'm only short, so it's probably like knee level.
Oh, come on, you can at least hit the crotch region. Or the back of the trousers.
And London's going to use 10 points of his lay on hands on himself.
Selfish.
Let me put it this
You're
way.
going to do rubbish trunk.
Basically that. Because now he's above half HP. So he's good to go. Right. Is everyone alright for healing now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, just clarify, did anyone else hear an evil laughter?
The record, you all heard it, yeah. Booming voice that filled the chamber as soon as the Oni's face hit the floor
Well,
and it burst through the door.
it was hard not to hear it. I don't think any of us are deaf.
Ah, good. Then I'm not going crazy. Same sentiment. Glad it wasn't in my head. But yeah, that means it could only have come from one place. Visca looks to the door. Do you think we should proceed through?
I think we should make sure we're all here before we start randomly walking into a room with evil laughter emanating from it. I believe we are missing our missing Cloud and the fucking woman that disappears at every fucking opportunity.
Yes. I did notice she had vanished. Huh. Oh yes, you two, what were your names again? I forget. London gesturing towards the twins.
We're kind of looking at one another and going, this is a bit. Should we? Yeah, come on. And they kind of just start sauntering their way up towards you both. Towards you all, sorry. A
Just
slow, casual walk.
did Cloud just stealth into the room, or was that token just randomly moved?
Cloud's currently invisible, so
Yeah, invisible doesn't mean silent. Bump, bump. Where's that bumping coming from?
Don't metagame, Jesus.
that better for you.
Yeah,
that
yeah. Now you're moving
that
like a
19's
cat.
basically shut your mouth, boy. You hear nothing. You hear nothing and see nothing. You know nothing.
I'm not Jon Snow.
Well, I'm gonna pop my head out and see if I can find the missing members of our party. So don't walk into the fucking room without us, please.
I won't, I promise.
Elizabeth just feels a very familiar silver ball bearing tap her on the foot out of nowhere.
Okay, would she know what that is and what that means?
It will look exactly the same as the ball bearing that Cloud
Pinged
threw
at
towards
me.
you. Yeah.
So basically, Cloud is tossing his balls at Elspeth.
Oh yeah. Hey, Toto's throwing around creamy goodness.
Yes. Again, for those who are just like tuning in, welcome to Delta Grip. But,
Yes, I forgot to mention this is R-rated or age 18 rated.
I do have my
game.
mature filter on. It's fine. So Elspeth is gonna go. Well, I guess that's one of them in the room somewhere. God only knows where, but I'm gonna go see if I can find the other one. She's gonna stick her head out and not stand on the corpse of the weirdo.
That's the one that's Ash.
She's not gonna get Ash on her either, so. And she's gonna go and see what Copy is up to. Or Elizabeth, as she still knows her.
she's currently being held by Horam.
Well, Elizabeth's currently being held.
Well, no, technically she fell unconscious, dropped her thing, and I don't believe she recast it.
I did while running out.
Oh, okay.
So the moment I turned the corner, I recast it. which is why I tried to charm him, but he clearly didn't fall for it. So, hey ho.
Well, you're lucky you've got another person that has advantage on charm coming to find you. So, Elspeth's going to look and go, "What are you up to? Why is running your first instinct if you're going to join us in the fight anyway?"
I'm sorry, didn't you see the guy almost killed us?
Are you dead?
I'm not dying for this.
Then why
I
are you
didn't-
with us? If you're not dying for this, fuck off and don't come back. It's a risk we all take if we're going to be together.
First and foremost, there was no contractual agreement about this. You cannot force me to say. You cannot say dying was part of it. So back off.
Oh, there, Mercy, I say that is bullshit. Just that's very stern and just like no nonsense voice coming from behind you. Just like,
You saw what happened last night. You saw the aftermath. You didn't see the fight because you were cowering in the sewers, but you saw the aftermath. You knew what you were walking into. You made that decision. If you're uncomfortable with that decision, you are free to walk away, but do not return.
No. I'm still having a bit of fun. We'll see what happens. At the moment, I can still be with you guys. But I almost died, so cut a person some slack.
Well, last night Galen died, so almost is better than that, don't you think?
I mean, if you're gonna keep bringing him up, yeah, of course, almost is better than that.
She's just gonna turn around and walk away and go, if she wants to run, let her. If not, she can come back. And Elspeth will walk back into the room.
well, let's go of your wrist and just kind of gives you a very, very stern look as he starts to walk past. Well, are you a shite bag or are you coming with us? As he starts to
Yeah, I guess. This part is gonna be the death of me. I'll follow. This time being actively on the lookout, so I don't want to be hit by anything.
Can you make a perception check while you're on the outside of the room?
Fuck's sake.
Up
Huh.
the doors and just move and just flickers a shadow. That's all you see.
Well, I found her. She's come back. We'll see how long it lasts.
Yes. Which brings me on to you two. Why are you here?
Oh, I think formal introductions are about, overdue, brother, don't you think? I do think so too, brother. At which point, two of them, in a almost overly rehearsed manner, kind of do a simultaneous like bow and then raise their heads. And goes, the one on the left says, "My name is Nix, and this is my brother Veril." What goes, "I'm Veril. This is Nix. How do you do? How do you do?"
It's a pleasure, Nix and Varel. But again, why are you here?
At which point, Nix reaches into his pouch and pulls out the copper coin. No, not the copper coin, platinum coin. Sorry, fucking opposite end of the spectrum there. Pulls out the platinum piece that Elspeth gave him. Starts flicking it, as you would do with a very fancy coin. Starts going, repaying some generosity and kind nature of you fair folk. At least we would have if we got here a bit quicker, and they kind of just gesture back at the two Onis that are now lying in various states of ruin on the floors.
There might still be chance for you to help yet. After all, we've not entered that room yet. Gesturing to the door crashed open by Leonie. but I will warn you. This could be life-threatening. If you do feel like your life is truly in danger, no one will blame you for fleeing. After all, there is no true reason for you to be here. But as it's a personal matter, I believe. But for you, um, simply repaying a kindness does not mean risking your life.
Both can look at one another for a moment, consider their options, and goes, maybe, but we're not exactly. And they both kind of bring their heads together, and kind of this almost juvenile thing of like making sure the two either horns and either thing goes. We're not exactly known for intelligence as to. So maybe if we were smart, if the smart thing were to walk away, probably not going to be the course of action we'd pick anyway. And they could both shrug and get their daggers back rather than goes. So, what do you want us?
Lynn smiles. Right. Considering you both have daggers, I'm guessing you're quick and quick attackers who prefer to get in and out when attacking, correct?
Well, we prefer. How do we call it, brother? Sneaky, shanky, sneak the fuck out of you. Is pretty much how we operate.
Ah, I'm familiar with that sort of operation. Yes, if you two go in the middle, that means you could probably get around the
At which
sides
point,
without.
Nick's kind of goes like that. Goes, you sneaky. No offense, a good friend, but you kind of stand out in the crowd.
I said I was familiar with it. I didn't say I practiced it.
Usually get a sly wink going. I know I'm just messing with you.
Right. I'll take front again. Miss Maka, if you follow behind. Um, Visca, if you follow behind her. Um, then the twins. Hunter friend who's shown up. If you follow behind them. Toto, if you follow behind or beside him. Um, Miss Elspeth and Copy. If you two come up the rear.
You don't know her name.
I was gonna say you don't know that's her name.
Oh, Elizabeth, if you two come up the rear.
Yeah, I much prefer staying right at the back.
London just gets a. Oh, who dropped out?
Me.
All right. London just gets a barbarian shot at him, and then Cloud's just gonna hop in the room over the Oni and have a look around.
Make a perception check. Just gonna
Mean-
double check as you look around.
Meanwhile, Elspeth turns to Toto and goes, "When did the elephant become the leader?"
I don't know, but also while we're on the subject of names, he only knows me as Toby.
Oh, good point.
Sorry.
But
I'm just reading the ones at the bottom because I am that bad with names.
that's okay.
Damn it, Alex, ruining my immersion.
I'll
But
get there eventually.
Toto looks at Elspeth and says, I'm totally fine with his plan because him going in first seems like a solid idea."
Anyway, here's a breakdown of what Cloud sees in the room. It's a fancy looking chest, fancy looking bookcase, and a wall that seems to be slightly ajar, and this little grate here. And with your above 20 score, you can kind of just see little eyes in that grate just kind of peeking out. Just kind of a little glimmer of light reflecting off it as there's torches in this room that suddenly just all, as if when you stepped in, just immediately start to light up.
I couldn't. I just see little eyes in the grate, nothing special. I can't tell anything else.
Not from here, you can just tell there's something in that grate just kind of watching as things progress.
While everybody else is sort of having their mother's meeting and getting army organised, Cloud's going to move over to the doorway. And just sort of peer in the crack slightly.
I'm looking at it, it's like obviously this was meant to be like a hidden compartment or something because you weren't really supposed to see a jar. And curse me putting it in there and not making it more subtle, but I thought I'd make use of it. No mistakes, happy accidents, as Bob Ross used to say. You notice that the whatever mechanism that's supposed to keep this thing shut for whatever reason is no longer working the way it should be, and it's not quite open. You can just peek in and just see nothing at the back within an immediate visual. But you reckon with a bit of force, you can probably get this door open and see what's inside.
I do have 120 vision in darkness.
Yeah, but you can't see what's in here. It would appear to be nothing, but apparently someone wants to keep this little passage hidden, so
Cloud will wait until everybody starts filtering into the room before he does anything, just not to give away his position at the minute.
London's in. So I take it London sees the basic stuff with the chest and the bookcase and
yeah. All the torches all lit up, the fancy bookcase, the chest. Copy, would you make me a perception check again, please?
Oh, okay.
Take
I
your-
was about to move. Okay.
I just said you're about to move into the room.
19.
19, you hear something from down the corridor right about here.
Can I tell what it is?
Just faint knocking noises, just like.
Oh god, this is so torturous. Uh, I'm gonna step in the room on the other side of the door, send a message to the lady who just told me off, and say, "You may want to come back. There's some noises in the hallway. We just."
A, out of character, the lady that told you off? No, the lady that gave you a reality check. B, you'll get a reply of, okay, I'll see what the others say. And Elspeth will advise the group of people in this room what Copy's just told her. Well, Elizabeth just told her.
You tell the others,
Yeah.
is there any immediate reaction?
Apparently there is knocking in the corridor that we just left.
Who has the best vision amongst us? I know I've got fairly decent vision. I know London has a very good sense of smell. I guess Cloud would be the best.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
I am fairly decent at looking.
Well, appearance-wise, yes, but I meant like scouting and whatnot.
Don't patronise me.
Sorry, Cloud. If you're here, would you mind checking it out? Because I'm guessing you're some kind of super stealth where I can't see or hear you.
Cloud drops another ball bearing at the hidden doorway, slightly ajar, and then he heads back the way to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, sorry.
Fears.
I was about to say, what?
Back. Again, the voice that you heard moments ago starts to come back and goes, "It's been such a while since I had such entertaining guests." Just booms in the room, just sourceless, but very much present.
I'll have my pocket pistol loaded, and I'll also have my short bow loaded to shoot whatever I see.
Uh,
Does any of the group notice the ball bearing that I dropped by the secret door?
what's the passive perceptions of the rest of the group who are currently in that chamber?
14.
The most likely to see or hear it would be Visca with a 16.
Yeah, Toto's got a 12.
I think 16 would probably be enough just to hear the ding ding as the ball bearing hits the ground.
Okay.
I have 14.
Right. I'm guessing Cloud dropped this for us to notice this a door that's ajar. So
How can a door be ajar? Okay.
the, my guess is something to do with this. So right. Can I make an investigation check on the door? See if it's
You
booby
can?
trapped. Come on, big money, big money, big money. 10.
A very fancy looking mechanism on what would otherwise be a false shelf and wall section. Other than that, here you don't see anything out of the ordinary. It just looks like a secret, quote unquote, secret passage.
Other than being a very fancy door, it doesn't look like it's booby trapped. Do you guys want to check the room before we try and open this door fully?
I want to wait until we're all back together before we go adventuring into the unknown.
Suddenly, this table just appears in the middle of the room. It's not what it sounds.
Was that table always there?
Materializes just like, poof.
Okay,
What
that's
the
not
fuck?
good.
Does Elspeth get the impression that that's some asshole watching them that's just decided, hearing her saying she wants to wait, that he's giving her a seat?
Yeah, bang him on the money.
I think he's fucking around with us. He's giving us somewhere to sit so we can wait to be all together.
Toto takes a seat.
Yeah, Elspeth will as well. Honestly, pride before a fall, Jesus.
Pull the chairs out, and they're very, very nicely carved pieces of like very finely carpentered wood, all like sort of mahoganies and teaks and stuff like that. A lot of different woods and all the intricate details. There's some gold leafing on the insides. Very fancy looking chairs, and the table itself. It's got this little strange kind of internal space in the middle. Slightly dips like about 2 inches and make in a kind of hollowed out space in the middle of the table.
Right. if we're going to wait, I'm going to have a look at that bookshelf. This is going to have a look at the bookshelf, see if he can find anything that stands out to him.
I'll message the lady once again. So, what was the outcome? Am I staying here? What's happening?
No, you can enter the room. Someone else has gone to look to see what's going on. Is the response you get. And Elspeth will cast a message to Cloud and go, yo, be careful. If you need us, shout. We're waiting for you before we adventure further.
Would the party like to signal to Nyx, Feral, and Horum to come into the room, or leave them in the room they are in?
You three, if you could wait in that room. We currently have a friend checking out the hallway. If you can listen out for any signs of a struggle or combat, so that if
Can
that
you
happens,
reply to a message,
Yes,
or
you
is
can.
it just a one-way thing?
No, it's 100% you can. You can reply to this message. I can't do a not voice. Fuck me.
Don't reply to
Um,
this message. That was terrible.
That
I'll
was
admit that's
terrible.
terrible.
Cloud
you
will just
can
reply.
this message.
Cloud will just reply. Well, most of you are there, so open the passage and have a look. I can catch you up. Don't worry.
And I'll tell the three in the room just to keep an ear out for any signs of combat or a struggle or that, so that if Cloud needs help, they can inform us and go to help him immediately.
Cloud says we should carry on without him, but I'm super uncomfortable doing that.
Same here, and I'd rather there be someone there who can immediately get to him, whilst in case we get stuck in this room somehow.
I'm just saying what I'm passing the message on along from Cloud is why she's saying that, not in regards to you telling those three to stay out there. So do we go on as Cloud says, or do we wait for him?
All in favour of waiting, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Hi.
Okay, so we're waiting. That's fine.
And whilst we're waiting, Visca will have a look at the bookshelf, see what if there's anything on there that stands out.
Make an investigation check.
Is this considered a short rest?
Was
And
that a
there's
no or a yes?
No.
Feck.
And,
7.
and there's a chest over there, yes?
Yes, there is a chest.
Can I use Mage Hand to open the chest?
Yeah. And opens
I'm
up the
gonna
chest.
be all the way over there. Yeah, open the chest.
Creaks open. Gets about halfway, then slams with a heavy thud, and nothing happens. Visca's trying to go through the bookshelf, and in all the kind of craziness that's happened in the last few moments, it's kind of finding it hard to concentrate on the books. Can't see anything that's standing out to him.
Well, doesn't seem to be anything here.
Could I tell if why the bookshelf thought closed? Was it because it was too heavy, or was it just kind of something else?
It's when you open it up, is when it kind of gets about halfway, the lid just kind of by its own weight just slams back the way. Shelf just, as far as Visca can tell, he's unable to concentrate on which books are on the shelf to kind of like a accurate assessment of what ones would be of interest to him.
I'll address the party. Do you think we should open this chest over here? Might be worth something important. No, just me? Okay.
whatever the party thinks.
I can help you.
Thank you.
with the
So
chest.
I'll open it and you just have a peek inside, okay? Good plan. I'll
Okay.
use I'll use Mage Hand to open it.
Again, Mage Hand opens it so far, and with its own weight, it closes back down on itself. It's a very heavy chest.
And what inside?
Was that sorry?
What is inside the chest?
You don't know. It keeps closing itself every time we tries to use Mage Hand to open it. It just closes under its own weight.
Can I open it by myself?
Okay, you want to go over to the chest and try and open it?
Yes.
Strength check, please.
Trying. Oh. Okay. Stand check.
If I assist with Mage Hand, does she get advantage?
I'll say yeah for this. Go ahead. Just for this. 15's just what you needed. You with the Mage Hand giving you assistance, you get the lid just about open. You can see what looks like a bunch of jewels on the inside of it.
Okay, I will take it.
You reach into the chest.
I mean, perhaps I can help if you want me to help you.
I want to take them. Can I search for traps or something inside the chest?
And do an investigation check to see if the chest is booby trapped in any sort of way.
Investigation.
As you're staring at the luster of these jewels, you notice that there's something not quite right with them. As they appear to be staring back at you. Like like that's more than a reflection in the shine of the jewels. There's something else. Just as you were about to kind of like, wait a minute, something's not quite right, a big tongue comes out and just goes right across the side of your cheek. And there's an absolute cackle of oh, please, please. Oh, my little friend there hasn't had company in a while, and you see the chest starts to kind of bounce about. And the outline of the chest's like lid starts to turn kind of crooked, almost like a grin. It is, in fact, the mimic. Very awkwardly looking happy one. That's just like licked you across the face.
I want to run away from him.
Maka just backs away from it. Nope, nope. Creepy chest.
I won't touch it again.
And it's just sitting again. It's just kind of bouncing back and forth side to side with this big, horrible looking grin and big tongue with the jewels on the end of it. And again, that voice just comes and goes, "Oh, are you not all going to just? You've had such a energetic few moments, why don't you all take a seat? Any chairs that haven't been occupied, just move out.
Okay, when he does that, Elspeth stands the fuck up and gets away from the chairs. Because that's creepy as shit.
Oh, great. This room is full of mimics.
That's a bit judgmental. I think he's just being weird. Meanwhile, Elspeth has recasted message and just gone to Cloud. I'm going to ping you with message every 6 seconds, so if you need us, you have a way of contacting us. So if it gets annoying, I apologise. Deal with it. And will every 6 seconds just recast message so he can speak back if he needs help.
Cloud, we're going to jump to you for a moment. As you're going in the corridor, you notice that the knocking noise that was identified is getting pretty much more louder and intense, but there's bigger gaps in between the more you hear it. Go down.
Keep on moving up.
Eventually, you get to what looks like a very heavy wooden door. A little vision slit at the top. Currently closed.
Does it open my side or the other side?
On your side.
I sort of stand like to the side of the door, so I'm not like directly in front of it, and then open the slit.
Touch it. And trying to open it. 12 points psychic damage as a strange burst of purple energy comes from it. So the ringing in the back of your ear, at the back of your temples, just like, oh, that was nasty. And after a brief second, once the kind of ringing stops, you notice that the vision slit has now got a very faint purple hue to it. It wasn't visible until after you touched it.
I have a. Did I have a look inside through it?
It won't budge. It's not been opened. As soon as you touched it, the psychic backlash happened, and immediately your hand backed away from it.
Can I check if there's any more traps on like the actual handle of the door and that?
Investigation check. It would appear that apart from whatever is locking this, apart from the heavy duty locks on the door, there's no other traps or mechanisms involved.
Cloud just sort of knocks on the door and waits to see if anything. What knocks back?
You have 3 very sharp taps on the door. There's a brief moment of silence, and then 3 taps back.
As they tap, I would have had my hand on the door. Would it be possible to like, I don't know, this is probably a really long shot, but like sort of feel to see how strong the taps were? Like, was it something like the size of the Oni tapping on the door, or was it like something smaller? Or
Something much smaller.
Screw it, why not? He's gonna try and pick the locks on the door.
Okay. Managed to get it's a very complicated lock on this thing. Deceptively simple on the outside until you start digging and then going, oh, this is. It's been a while since I've seen one of these kind of like heavy duty locks. As you're getting halfway through the tumblers, you just feel a breeze coming from one of the adjoining corridor. Nothing more, just the.
Do I see anything that way?
One quick perception check before I jump back to the others. Perception check, sorry. Don't know if that got picked up there. Look back, even into the darkness with your dark vision, you don't see anything. And back into the rather fancy chamber. The mimic's a lot less excitable now. It's just sitting there with this rather perverse grin on its face with the tongue still hanging out.
Right. London's going to just sniff around, see if he can smell anyone who isn't a member of the party or the mimic.
Toto has got his feet up on the table smoking a pipe, so that might affect the smell.
I love to penalise the for using these Huta. Go ahead. Perception check, please.
Nat 20.
You pick up
Aye.
there's something that's not a member, not members of the party, all right, and it's coming from. It should come up. Cool things highlighting right now because I can't see it on my screen.
I can't see anything popping up.
I had it on the wrong thing. My bad.
No problem. So, coming from the
Great.
right.
Yeah. And with the natural 20, you can tell that it's extremely faint, but well, apart from the strong scent coming from the grate, there's something else in this room, or at least nearby. Very expensive cologne. 1 minute, and then blood is the smell you get. Very fit, like literally the one pint in a billion, like a shark would pick this up if it was in the ocean, and you just happen to get like, some strange thing in this great fancy cologne, and oh, that can't be good. You wish to check the crate, or are you just kind of just getting a bead on everything around you?
Getting a bead on everything around me, but what London's going to do is he's just going to stroll around like he's just kind of bored and wandering around and get bought between both Toto and Elsbeth. Miss Elsbeth, Mr. Toto, I can smell something, and he's going to whisper it. I can smell something coming from the grate. I can also smell some cheap cologne that's not Mr. Toby's, and blood. I don't want to alarm. I don't want to alert it, but I thought it best to inform you two, as you two seem next to, well, Visca, the most level-headed and calm.
Next to Visca.
Remember, he doesn't know anything about what truly happened to Visca. He just knows he made a
Right.
fucking cockle.
So you're whispering this to Elspeth and Toto?
Yes.
As you're whispering it, from on your what would be on the right side of the screen, is like you also hear, "Oh, can I hear too?" And you just turn around and you see this old figure just right there, as if he's been there the whole time. Just that's always like leaning in, going, "I like whispers." Hi, and you turn around, you're just like, "Oh fuck, where'd you come from?" There's this slender with very ornate looking robes, high collar, streaks of white through his like dark greyish hair, little pencil moustache, and a little bit of a soul patch at the bottom. He's like, "Hello, sorry, I do have a habit of doing such things."
Let me guess, he's the cheap cologne.
Oh, it ain't cheap cologne. But it's not like top shelf.
Right, let me put it this way. Is it the sort of cologne Toby would wear?
Okay, a shelf above that.
Only because
Oh.
Toby can't
Oh.
reach any higher.
Yes.
Oh, I feel personally attacked.
Oh, I'm only joking.
I'm joking.
I'm sorry, but you know the guy from Anchorman who literally has that secret compartment full of colognes?
Yeah,
Oh yes.
that's me.
Yeah, that is Toby.
With
I picture Toby in like a cologne advert on D&D Beyond going, "Displacer Beast, made with 100% Displacer Beast."
60% of the time, it works 100% of the time.
so with because Elspeth has been legitimately pinging message every 6 seconds to Cloud. On this cast, she's going to go, just to make you aware, we have company. She says it in her head to Cloud.
Cloud obviously receives it.
Yeah, Cloud will probably be messaging you back before then, just going, "This place is bloody weird." And then for that message, he would have said, "Do you need my help?"
Not sure at the moment. We'll see.
And the old figure just starts to kind of wander around the party members who are in this chamber going, "Man, you are such an entertaining bunch."
Who are you?
He kind of just puts that little kind of like hand across his face. "Oh, where are my manners? Do forgive me, it's been such a while since I've entertained guests of this caliber." He starts fanning himself with his hands like, "Ooh." At which point, one of the chairs is kind of this like that wasn't occupied, just kind of screeches over it, and he just sits down in time for it. Is it? "Ah, my name is Vincent."
Hello,
Vincent
Vincent.
whom?
Vincent will do for now. At which point, he kind of his long rolled arms kind of just lean on the table, and he crosses his hand, like the fingers in his hands, and just underneath his chin, just like that's like just like cheaply sharp blade darting his eyes back and forth to every member of the party as he's just kind of keeping his eye on you all. He's like, with this very smirmer-looking grin just appearing on his face.
Toto's gonna say to him, you know, I consider myself a bit of a charmer of the ladies, and that is quite a scent you've got there. What are you wearing? It smells great. I want some. I want to get me some of that.
A slight little dink on the table, and there's a little bottle just appears.
Oh, can I put a dash on? Do you mind?
But of course, help yourself.
Toto goes to town on it as well, like base himself in it, like all over his neck, and like it sticks a bit under his armpits.
Leads the party for a while whilst he dips something else in it.
That big a bottle.
Oh, thanks, Vincent. This is great.
Is Vincent the source of the smell of blood? Or is the smell of blood coming from somewhere else?
Our blood is coming from somewhere else.
Can I make an investigation check on the well in the table?
You can, yeah.
Oh, sorry, let me find it. $13.
It is just a little well on the table.
Cool.
All you do notice that there's a very nicely carved and intricately laid floral wreaths and kind of animalistic shapes inside of it. Master craftsmanship.
While she's looking at it, she's gonna start walking around the table to get away from the arsehole.
Which one? There's so many.
Tell me about it, but the one that's just randomly appeared.
Toto thinks Vincent is great, by the way, and he really wants to impress him. He's like trying to sit up real smart, like just trying to get his attention.
He just kind of just with his hand just kind of shooting and going, you don't need to impress me, good sir. Your performance in the past few days in the other room in particular, his both arms kind of shoot out and gesture to the room, just like was more than enough to impress me.
So, Vincent.
As did you all, and his kind of hand just kind of just darts back and really sort of like not overly dramatic, but sort of just like flamboyant kind of way, just like as did you all, with the sleeves of his cloak just kind of billowing.
So, with that comment, I can take it those only were acting on your behalf?
Visca, I am shocked that you would make such an accusation against our new friend Vincent. Vincent, I apologise. This is Visca. He's very rude.
Please correct me if I am wrong, Vincent.
He says nothing, but has a big smile on his face.
Vincent, you don't have to correct him on anything.
Can I insight check Toto, please? He's acting weird.
I'm legit just.
I want to insight check Toto. He's acting
you
fucking
can
weird.
check him all you want.
Yeah, she doesn't. She just thinks he's acting normally.
He's unusually enthusiastic, but there's random guy he's never met before, but that's about it.
Yeah, I want to insight check Vincent.
Go ahead.
Come on. Come on, roll 20. I've got a roll. Fecking hell.
He is a really weird guy.
which is right up Visca's alley.
No comment. So, Vincent, you were amused by the death of our comrade.
The most unfortunate yet admittedly quite an entertaining display. He made such a valiant effort. Unfortunately, they only had just bested him by just an inch or 4, and he kind of just does a little gesture of like one hand with the fingers passing through, and a sort of almost not childish, but that's sort of more just like kind of how do I put it? Juvenile yet how do I put it? That's always he's got 2 hands kind of separate for a moment, and one of the fingers goes to the middle, and then he goes over 4 to gesturing as if like the number of inches on the blade that went through his chest.
At which point this is going to tell London, pull Toby back quickly as he steps back, realizing, oh shit, I don't know what Mac is about to do, but it's probably going to be big and painful. London's going to try and pull Toby out of the way, figuring out what Visca means by that as he looking directly across at Maka. Oh, yes. Toby.
I'd imagine that Maka is currently got a fireball not quite ready to cast, but forming in the palm of her hand.
Yep.
Elspeth's going to cast message to Cloud and go, he's winding Maka up about Galen's death. Might want to come join us.
You might want to leave.
I just say sorry, Vincent. You're on your own.
Cloud
Which
starts
point-
heading back there.
At which point the hands kind of just clap back together again. He just looks at Maka, and just with a little slight, almost unnoticeable wink, fireball just goes poof, out of her hand. As her emotions are immediately calmed, and she's almost sort of like in a neutral, like been put into neutral rather than the high gear. Invented a set thing, just turns back and goes, calm now. That was so childish of me. I understand that the wound is still fresh. Calm, sit back down. Would you like something to drink, something to eat? It's been a long day for you all.
I'd rather have answers. For instance, what do you do down here? Or, better yet, why are you down here?
Oh, just spending my free time reading, channeling my inner designer. Kind of points around to the interior decor of the place, entertaining guests whenever I have them.
Which doesn't seem to be a lot, especially if you treat your guests the way we've been treated these past couple of days.
The owner's actions were not entirely all of mine. They just had their own. They had their own business. I have mine. They just happen to intersect every once in a while, and you kind of gestures like the fingers crossing over, just every now and again.
And yet still you did not actually answer my question. You danced around it. Skillfully, but I'll ask again. Why are you down here? And let's face it, reading and entertaining wouldn't be a reason for a person to be down here.
Sly grin on the face remains. But no answer.
I could think of two possible reasons, both of which involve you working for an organization. Which organization it is are the two different options: the Clasp or the Myriad. Which one seems to be the one you wear the cloak of?
And he almost kind of has a sullen look on his face now, as if, oh, so close. But yeah, yeah, and he just kind of just starts to kind of just shake his head, goes, nah. You was brave to be. He went so far off the mark.
So
And he
you
kind of
work,
sulks on the table now because he went from like over rousing entertaining is now this like, oh no.
so you work for neither the Clasp or the Myriad, which can only mean you're some kind of crazy, or you've been kicked out of everywhere. Or
Almost
perhaps
seems
a
hurt by that
combination of
statement. He's like,
both.
how dare you? Just like sort of like almost feigns that. Oh, I guess you solved my inevitable dilemma. I'm just some poor senile old man who got kicked out because he was a little bit too fond of certain magic tricks. Oh, you figured me out, good sir. And now just slumps in his chair as if like, oh, I've been stabbed in the heart, kind of like
Oh, no, I haven't
really
figured you
hammy.
out yet. But I will. There are ways. There's always ways. For instance, as you like magic trick, so do I. Visca is going to.
At which point the hand sharp like kind of goes up from his little hammer, just his right hand kind of just goes ah ah ah. He starts wagging his fingers like nothing too hasty.
Oh, don't worry. Just like you, I can also perform spells that aren't meant to harm others. For instance, spells like this. And he's going to cast Zone of Truth on him. So that is. Jesus Christ. DC 14? Yeah, DC 14 Wisdom set. Charisma save. 15 foot.
Around the table,
Yeah,
Zone of Truth activates.
I need to make a save.
no, Visca would have got next to him. Oh, feck's sake!
That's copy. That's not.
That's copy.
That guy. And Zona 2.
Copy doesn't need to, it's 15 feet.
It's 6. Oh.
You can cast it at a range of
right.
60
It's
feet.
in a range of 60 feet, but the actual
Am I in that as well?
No, you're not. London is, though.
just out of it.
Don't fuck for that.
London needs to make a save.
No, Toto is.
London saves.
I do believe Toto's in this sphere.
It's not a sphere, it's a cone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I would have positioned it.
No, it's a sphere. It's not a cone, it's a sphere. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere.
Oh, yeah.
Read the spells.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm
Toto
thinking
would
of.
be.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Zone of Truth from thinking. I know it's been a cone in different things, so yeah. Toto needs to make a charisma DC 14 save.
Ah, yes.
Get them that 20's at the way, folks. By all means.
Also, how the fuck does London have a +9 to his charisma save?
3 proficiency, then another 3 for being a paladin.
Okay.
Have you never seen Dumbo? You look at that little fella and tell me he's not got a little bit of charisma.
Yo, he might, but this big ass fucker does not have any charisma.
Hey, Cloud, you feel and hear in the darkness just that again that.
The dude still needs to make his charisma save, by the way.
Well, bollocks.
That's if the dude's actually fucking real.
At which point Vincent's is sitting there like, I'm waiting.
Ah. That tells me more than you would like to let on. For instance, you're not a physical being here. So, where is your real body?
Well, one thing, Mr. Book Reader, and he kind of sits with his arms crossed at this point and says, you didn't need to cast a spell to figure that I wasn't here.
True, but I do have a spell to make you
At which
disappear.
point, let's see who's closest party member. I'll say this for the sake of discussion that he's like within arm's reach of Iska,
Yep.
and he just reaches out for Iska, and his hand immediately just passes through you as if like, oh look, I'm not physically here.
Yes. Shame. Which means you're either hid behind that door somewhere, or perhaps you're. Perhaps you're back where we came from. Considering how tricky you are, won't put it past you.
You presume to know me so well, yet you've only just met. If I told you I actually haven't met me yet. This is actually so interesting.
Yes.
A follower of Ayun, you seem to presume knowledge rather than actually acquire it.
Oh, I wish to acquire it, but I have to presume till I have the ability to acquire it. At the moment, I can only presume, for I have no physical way of acquiring the knowledge I seek. After all, most knowledge starts off as a presumption that is proven correct or incorrect.
Might just be a glimmer of hope left for you, Mr. Bookreader.
Now, the real
And your
question is,
compatriots.
this form you're showing us. My guess is it's not your real form. It's just the form that takes your fancy and you feel might be best at persuading or enchanting others.
Oh no, I'm not as vain as others of my abilities would be. This is in fact just little old me, just not quite there.
Yes, in more ways than one.
Winks and kind of goes, I see what you did there. Very clever. I'm sure whatever 6-year-old taught you that joke would be very much happy. But yes, well, maybe we should just cut the pleasantries since it doesn't seem to be suiting you all and talk business. And he gets nice and comfy looking in the chair, despite obviously not being there.
Yes, I would talk business, but again, you're not actually here. And, well, let's face it. How am I to know this is actually you without physical proof that it's you? For all I know, you could be a cheap magician's image conjured to try and fool us into. agreeing to something that, well, let's face it, we're not going to agree to, which would then lead you to, I don't know, getting someone better suited at magic, do something to either harm or kill us.
My little blue boy, if I wanted to have you all dead, Onies would not be the only thing that I would have sent after. I would have had deal with you. Although, to be fair, that was more of their idea than mine. If it were up to me, if I wanted you actually dead, hell, it wouldn't be very much of a contest.
True, but I have a feeling if you wanted us dead, whatever it would be, you would and kill us, you'd also have a chance of being killed by it yourself. Hence why you didn't send it.
Again, there's big smirk on his face and no immediate answer.
Well, there are people here who are better at discussing business than me. Miss Ellsworth, I believe you're probably best suited to dealing with conversation. As we all know, I tend to be rather blunt in my wording. Not the most charismatic.
I don't deal with illusions. He wants to have a discussion about business. He can make his presence known.
You heard the lady. If you do wish to discuss business, you'll have to do it in person, in the flesh.
Well, there's a tiny little problem with that. I don't trust any of you. I'm very impressed by your talents, your abilities. Trust, however, I have none of.
But yet you trust us. You expect us to trust you enough, who has been hanging out with Onis and watching our every move, apparently, to make a deal with you not here. I don't believe that is fair. Is the word.
He quickly snaps his fingers and goes, 10 points to the elf lady. Up from the chair. Forms a nice little kind of like unassuming gesture with his hand as he starts to walk around the room. Again, just slyly looking at everyone as he walks around,
Yeah,
sizing everybody up.
Visca is going to be watching his hand to see if he's trying to cast any sort of spell with it by doing that.
Make an insight check.
On Visca. 12.
Cloud, make a perception check, please. And you hear the initial sort of until eventually it just comes to an abrupt stop somewhere nearby.
Can I tell if it's in the room I'm in or in their room?
It's in their room. having been moving around from the corridors to the other room, consider going after one of the twins and then stopped and has now made its way into the main chamber.
Has Ellsworth still been sending
No.
me? No.
She stopped.
Check.
She didn't want to be visibly casting magic with Weirdo in the room.
Cloud can't really do anything. There's no point in him losing his invisibility to tell the group there's something dangerous in there in the room with them. Pretty sure that's quite obvious. They're just not exactly sure what it is. So he'll just be on the ready.
And Vincent's just kind of going around the room, goes back and forth, almost as if he's doing a little kind of like almost half step dance as he's going about between everybody, just sizing everybody up, watching him get very uncomfortable as he gets close.
Elspeth doesn't get uncomfortable. She stands her ground. She's like, fuck this weirdo.
Deathly silence in the room as he stops. Having now moved in front of the bookshelf.
This whole time I've just been watching him. I've not said anything. I've just been kind of watching him, just as closely as I can.
Standing there, with that cheeky smile on his face, and just that very stern look.
He's just getting daggers from Elspeth. She returns his stern look with daggers.
Tell me all. How close do you think you've all been since you've. And he kind of just gestures with his hands that kind of like all joined together in your little escapades.
Define close.
What I mean by close.
Physically, emotionally, mentally, there's a lot of ways you could mean close. You need to be more specific.
Whichever way comes first to mind. When you first think of London, what is the first thought you have? When you think of Mecca, what is the first thought you have? When you have your first thought of, and he kind of gives daggers towards Copy's direction and goes, and then goes, whenever you have a thought towards Toto, to Visca, Cloud,
Does he look in my direction when he says my name?
vaguely towards the door, but not in any specific way that you can tell. Not sure if he knows you're out there or if he's just like he's not here, but he's somewhere.
Why does it matter how close we've been?
Oh, it doesn't really. I just thought I'd put an interesting thought in your head before something happened. That's the wrong thing.
I was
I was
about
about
to
to
say,
say.
what? That's one way to
Everybody's dead.
TPK, Jesus Christ.
Actually, you know what? That actually works in my favour right now that I think about it.
Oh,
I was
fuck,
gonna
that's
go.
initiative for everything.
No, it's like I'm about to go down around clockwise here.
No, that's something to hit us. I can automatically tell you whichever roll you pick for Elspeth ends up being Elspeth, it's going to hit her.
Okay, and clockwise. Copy 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Elspeth 16.
Yep, that hits.
Iska 15.
Yeah, that hits.
London 18.
Yeah, that hit.
Total 19.
You know that hits.
I was sure. And I'm pretty sure 13 misses Maka.
Depends
Yeah,
if she has
that's
Blade Song activated or not. It only lasts for a minute, so she'd have to activate her second one.
I don't think it would be active. I think this little charade's been going on that long that.
So it'd just be her normal AC rather than the 21.
Check what that is right now.
I think that might be 14. What's her dex?
5, I think, maybe? I don't know.
Her natural AC is 16.
Yeah, there you go. So she's the only one that manages to avoid it.
She's the only one that as he's been doing his little dancey little flowery walk around and other things moving in the room as he's been kind of distracting you all with his charm and personality. And distracted you all just enough for this thing to, whatever these things are, to slip into the room. And let's just do something spicy. It's hit apart from Maka, so give me a second.
I have to admit, that was one hell of a roll, all of those.
I'm going to be honest, that was technically an accident. At the same time, I went, saves me doing individual rolls. I was like, you know what, fuck it, that works.
But even so, 5 out of 6, 15 and above. That is
No
nice.
modifier. I'm going to just say that straight now, no modifiers, because I done the cheap route and just thought, boom. It was just like, oh, it worked a bit better than I could have hoped. Okay, so for like goes on to copy. Oh,
Yeah,
Six-
I'm dead.
16 points bludgeoning damage as suddenly as this like coalition of wind and dust appears and just smack. Copy just gets put
Oh,
into the corner
actually,
of the.
no. I'm gonna half the damage
Okay,
to 8.
smack. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna do one attack each because I don't want to be too much of a prick at this round. For Elspeth, 12 points. As again, Corliss is rounding your feet as you look down, and suddenly an uppercut, smack. On Visca. Oh shit. 15 points bludgeoning damage as from the well of the table, suddenly there's a hand that comes out and just pimp slaps you across the face. London. It's a relatively easy. You guys are relatively easy. Just smack in the face again. Ouch. as you're seeing everyone else getting attacked with these like coalescing bits of dust and wind and whatever the fuck these things are, you go to move and suddenly you're struck from the back of the head, almost as if someone just dug an elbow right into the back of like that kind of soft spot between the base of the skull and the spine, just whack.
Oh fucking
And
hell.
finally, the last one tries to go for Maka and misses. And I don't know why I just clicked that because I didn't mean to click it. So how are we all looking after that little just like peekaboo?
I've got 2 HP left.
Oh, that was for
Go on.
that was for attack round number 1. Their second attacks are coming in. Info modifiers. Oh
Yeah, I'm dead.
shit! Let me roll damage first.
There is literally no need. I'm dead.
No. I don't think it will get anywhere near high enough to kill you. It will knock you the fuck out for sure. But for science, you're fine. It's only what 12 points damage. Just knocks you the fuck out. And I'm guessing with 19, 19, 9, 3, and 5, that is Elspeth and Visca getting hit in London, Toto, and Maka being like, nope, bitches, not this time.
Yep.
Elspeth takes 11 points.
Oh, crap.
And Visca 16.
Visca's unconscious.
And after watching everyone just immediately getting assaulted, London, Toto, and Maka are able just to kind of sprung into like full on alert mode. And as the second straight's coming for them, they're all either stepping at the road, blocking it with their shield, or as Maka's basically done, just turning and stared at basically this weird, only momentarily visible sort of like silhouette, which immediately just kind of goes in a sort of like, oh shit kind of gesture before it disappears again. I would like your roll initiative, please. As Vincent just kind of starts to go and disappears.
Oh shoot, I forgot to select myself.
Same. But this one's London. This one's Visca.
Just roll again, just start afresh. Just add on. You jabby bastards tonight.
Come on, London. I need you to roll fucking high. Jesus Christ.
So, do you wish to enter the room? Or the statue kicks off, did you want to enter the room just as that all kind of like shit storm happened? Or do you want to stay on the outside?
I'd be just there in the doorway, like, what the fuck was that?
All you hear is the normal sound of either clashing or like you can hear the like thud of like something impacting flesh or flesh hitting the ground. Just that kind of general like shit's going on in there.
Sorry, do you want to roll for Maka, by the way?
Okay, top of the initiative order. Toto, you're up.
So he's just straight up like disappeared, right?
These things appear to be invisible.
All right, I'm just gonna just move like right into the corner, and then I'm just gonna hold my attack action until. Oh shit! Aren't people down?
Mhm. Visca and Elizabeth / copy.
All right, let me. I can just about get to Visca. It's 20. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at second level.
Okay, you cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, he gets. He's up, but he's got 4 points, 4 hit points.
Yeah.
And then I've got 5 more feet, so I'm just gonna move back. And that's my turn.
Oh. Next in the turn initiative order would be Copy. Make your first death save.
Yep, success.
Elspeth.
I'm having a huge debate right now. Yeah, okay. Sorry, that took a moment or two. Elspeth is gonna not click on herself with a tape measure. She's gonna move herself 30 feet this away. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So into the corner. And then she's gonna go, really sorry guys, but I think we need to see them. So hope you can dodge this. And in the middle of the room, by the table, she's gonna cast Fairy Fire. So it's gonna be pretty much like that. So from there to there, there to there, there to there, and then up here. And it's a DC 14.
Of the fallout. Of the 5.
So 3 of them become visible. The one that rolled a 10, the one that rolled a 6, and the one that rolled a 5. And Toto and London need to make saves as well as Visca.
No, that was London with the +6.
Okay.
Was it deck save? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and let me just clarify: is it disadvantage on deck saves, or is it a failure?
Sorry, Toto.
That's okay.
You can see with
Oh shit, it's right next to me.
whatever coloured outline you've decided to give each of them. 3 of the
Uh,
creatures.
Green.
Any particular shade? Or just any shade of green?
The same shade of green that her clothes are.
Cool. As 3 humanoid, roughly looking silhouettes. Although they kind of swirl about and contort and kind of give like very bestial faces. As 3 kind of wind-like apparitions are now outlined.
And then, as her bonus action, because she's feeling super guilty about making Toto glow green, she's going to cast Inspiration on him. Which is a 1d8.
Nice.
Right. And to clarify, when prone, is it disadvantage or auto fail on deck saves?
Oh, hold on. Unfold the M screen. Doesn't say anything about deck saves for prone.
Okay, so it's just normal. I thought there was disadvantage or auto fail from it, but no worries. I doubt Fisk is going to pass it anyway. Oh, bloody hell, he did!
You know, he does a
You
bit
are
of
all
breakdancing.
rolling super well tonight. You
No,
bastards.
I haven't. I've got lucky a couple of times.
There's times that it counted. Anyway, is that Elspeth's turn?
It is, yeah. So the 3 glowing green have advantage to hit them.
But I think also Toto is also
Mhm.
glowing green, so if anyone decides to go for him, they've got advantage as well.
Yeah. I'm really sorry. I thought we
And,
needed to see them.
Copy would also be covered because I think that's how far
No,
Elspeth had to put it.
It's 20
No, it
feet.
should
I
have like a
circled. It was
rubber
nowhere near
box
copy.
filled circle
Oh,
middle
cool.
here. Like that. That's kind of middle bit of the room.
Yeah, that. Oh, did you do one for Maka?
Yeah, I've got
Maka
one for
wasn't in it.
She's. Oh, she wasn't in the perimeter circle there.
Alright.
Is she?
Yeah, I think she is, because
Yeah, I think she is actually.
this one is, which would mean Maka is as well.
I did it from there to there. And then down to there. So it would have gone to here and then up to here.
Over. So. Still got that one in the corner. It's just I was a little bit further out when I initially was just doing the copy and paste to make them show up.
If it was hitting me, that's exactly where I was stood anyway. Before I moved.
The question is, did they move as well before the initiative was called?
Question.
So I don't think Maka needs to make the thing after all.
Cloud's turn.
Oh, my boy.
Okay, this is a bit of a clusterfuck. Cloud hears a big ruckus and looks inside, and there's 3 glowing, swirly thingy bobs. So Cloud will sort of, unfortunately, not exactly knowing Elizabeth there. He's just trying to charge at the first one he sees and go ham on it.
Go ahead. A 15 hits and a 24 also hits.
And I assume it's surprise for this first attack.
for the first one, yeah. So 23 points total.
28 on that first one,
28.
and 15 on the second one.
Come in and just like a blur of just like blackish fur does come up and just like, and this thing just kind of hauls back and just like. Looking pretty rough for a shimmering, non-visible thing.
Cloud sort of just looks at it, smiles a bit, and like, "Hi, how are you doing?" Not knowing what the fuck is going on.
In
Pretty
hindsight,
freaked out about this whole place.
in hindsight, I wish I gave those things sneak attack, but they don't get it. They don't technically get it, so rest in be thankful. Anyway, anything else from Cloud?
Nope, that's bonus and action, so I'm all done.
Is just going to turn and see the ones kind of floating next to her. She is pissed. Vampiric touch one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna say that hits.
She has advantage if she wants to roll and see if she gets a crit.
I'm starting to envy people with 2 streams.
Called it.
Oh fuck. So that's first dice doubled 20 points necrotic damage. See
That's
Maka's eyes.
24.
24 for the second one being the crit.
No, because it's just advantage, isn't it? So the first dice roll was 6, 5, and 1, so it's 24 doubled.
Yeah. So you take the first damage roll because she's got automatic damage roll on.
Alright. 28 then.
24.
24. Can't do things today. And the hand goes out and just kind of gets in the middle of this gaseous form thing, and her eyes just go a pale green as she just starts to suck the life out of it. All that her turn. London.
Right. So, other than Cloud and now Maka, I'm guessing everyone else is below half hit points, correct?
No, I've still got more than half.
Is Elspeth below half?
Mm-hmm.
Right. London, Visca, copy, Elspeth. People. Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, it's worth it, right? So, as by action, right, first things first, move up into this one face. London will take a attack at it. to say Divine Smite because I bet with advantage he's going to hit.
Say that. Please don't roll a 1. Oh,
Right.
I'm gonna just double check my notes. Yeah, you fucking hit it.
So it takes 13 radiant damage and 5 slashing damage.
Remind me, is the halberd that you're currently using just a regular halberd?
Yes, I didn't give London the magical halberd because you never gave me the okay on it, so I just left it off.
Oh, it'll come up soon. Don't worry if he survives.
Yeah, no
You know, you do notice, however, that with the halberd strikes, the divine energy from the divine burst from the radiant energy does take hold, but the actual slash from his halberd doesn't seem to be as effective as it would be. Although that creature is looking pretty much on its like whispery last legs.
It seems they're incorporeal, but they can still take damage. Right. So you know what? Let's do that again. Going with the halberd. So 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Another 13 points of radiant damage and 10
Right.
points of slashing damage.
13 radiant will do it as you hit it once with the halberd and then bring it round and come down from a vertical strike. You basically bisect it in half, and it just kind of flutters away, just going. That is one motherfucker gone.
Right. Then, as his bonus action, do not worry, friends. We are in the right here. We shall turn the tables on this foe. And he's going to use Channel Divinity. Turn the tide. As a bonus action, you can bolster injured creatures with your Channel Divinity. Each creature of your choice that can hear you within 30 feet of you regains 1d6 equal hit points equal to 1d6 plus my charisma plus London's charisma modifier. So they're going to regain 1d6 plus 3. So London's going to take it, Visk is going to take it, Copy's going to take it, Elspeth's going to take it, and I believe and I believe everyone else is above half hit points. So yeah. So everybody I just mentioned, well, everybody in the party who's below half hit point gains 5 hit points.
Nice.
2, 5. Come on. 1, 2.
London's turn.
Yep, that's London's turn. Right. Visk is going to stand up. That with. Right. Let's see. Not really all that much can do right now. So, right. Yeah, he's just going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. Third level. Simply because, goddamn, he needs to make sure he doesn't fall unconscious. So, 9 hit points. Better. It's 9. So think. Wait, healing word. Fuck it, I'll go with healing word because yeah, bonus action. So as his main action, yeah, he is in combat range. He is within combat with this one, right?
The one next to Cloud?
Yes.
Yep, he's in combat range. It'll be on the diagonal.
Yeah. I was just checking because I figured if he moves, that's probably going to be attack of opportunity. So he's going to take a swing with his mace at it.
That
7.
hits.
And it takes 3 bludgeoning damage.
And you smack its spooky ass, and it just gonna just like recoils back.
Yep, and that's Viscous turn done.
Okay. Now it's the spooky bastard's turns. Remind me, does fairy fire last until someone hits it, or is it continuous
It's
until death?
continuous.
Go, just checking.
And if people move in and out of it, I believe they have to make the save. Give me 2 seconds. I might be completely incorrect there. No, it's just people, just creatures that are in the spell when it was cast.
So we know that. I'm gonna have one advantage because it's invisible and gets to jump on someone. Elspeth.
Both of those would
Yes.
hit.
Yeah. In fact, you know, I asked for a single strike. Give me a second. I'll just do the damage. As you're busy casting fairy fire and making watching your allies take down the other, you just see the corner of your eye just too quick for you to move. As you turn back, you just see again kind of apparition appear and smack you straight in the chest.
She's unconscious, so fairy fire drops.
Second attack, which it now gets advantage because you're on the deck, viruses itself and punches the floor, which I'm not gonna lie would be quite funny. Oh, I don't think it's going to do that.
Oh, so 2 failed death saves already.
No death saves. The bastard's gonna go after our little short fella friend. Again, advantage because it's spooky. I'm guessing that one hits total.
Yep.
15 points bludgeoning damage on the first hit. One's coming in. Guessing 13 misses.
Yep, 13 misses.
The first one's a good crack. You just feel the blood trickling down your nose, but you duck out the way the second one as it comes round. Going to have the one that's visible here up to the table and is going to take Visca. Fuck.
A 23 hits.
One attack. 9 points.
Take away what you just fucking healed, why don't you?
The dice giveth, the dice taketh. On its second slam attack. That one, as it
The
goes to
dice
pull back
giveth,
the
the
attack,
dice taketh.
it hits the table, and I'll allow attack of opportunity.
Okay.
The ones that are hitting us, do they like invisibility drop? Because otherwise this seems super difficult.
Nope. They appear, smack you, and then disappear again.
Would you that?
7
Look at that.
points.
Bisca rolled the exact same to hit, but it weren't an at one.
Roll 7. Now you get a bit cocky as you go, haha, fool, and smack the table.
Yeah. As Visca swings down, it swings, hits the table, and knocks the table into Visca. Just like, damn it.
And for the last one, it's going to appear out of nowhere and with advantage trying to strike Maka. Yep, it hits. Points against Maka. Down to 15. That's back to the top of the initiative order. I've got 2 glowing ones and 4 unseen ones. And Elspeth is on the ground.
Yep, I'm well aware. I'm just
So there's
booking it
7
over.
of them all together, because we've killed one.
There should be 6.
We've killed Macca and London killed one, so there must be 3 that's still invisible and 2 that we can see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm using my full movement. I'm gonna dart over to Elspeth, and I'm gonna use my action to. First, he takes out the wand, and he looks at it, shakes his head, puts it back, and gets out a greater healing potion, and just kind of force feeds it.
Okay, go ahead.
Greater healing's 4d4 plus 2, right?
I think it's 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, you're right.
So instead of putting creamy liquid on her, you shove something in a gob.
At least it wasn't creamy liquid. You get 14 hit points.
After the last drop goes down the gullet, you just hear that. She just gasps back to life. Back to consciousness.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to. Oh no, fuck. As a bonus action, I'm going to give myself a regular healing potion. So that's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
And,
I
and
think.
that's my turn. I haven't got any more movement. So.
Okay, you're back up. And what do you do?
I'm going to use half my movement to stand up. Gonna look at the room. This is why I hate working in parties. I'm gonna use Ray of Sickness, the one that's engaged with Cloud.
Okay.
Um, I couldn't tell that Elspeth was hit by one, could I?
Well, you can look. Well, you were on the ground, and all you heard was her hitting the ground. So I would say you didn't know the details, but you're aware.
Give me just 2 seconds. Let me just read a spell quickly. Uh, 10-foot range. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna use Ray of Sickness against the one that's in front of Cloud.
Sickness.
So please also make a Constitution save.
I regret to inform you, you hit it with Ray of Sickness, and it appears nothing happens to it. It just tanks it.
Poison damage. Oh, for the love of God. Cool. Cool.
I'm really sorry, but it's just about that. I was like, when you're, oh, Ray of Sickness, what did that? Oh, shit, poison damage. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna use all my movement and bonus action disengage if I need to go hide behind the elephant.
Okay. You just dash it right behind London, and is that your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
But I just turn over back to the Discord chat, and all I see is run, bitch, run. That's fucking great. Oh. Elspeth, your turn. Looking up, you see Total just like chugging a potion, and there's the empty bottle lying next to you from the one he's given you.
So she's going to get up from prone and she's going to give Toto a hug as she does it and whisper in his ear, thank you. And as she does that, she's going to cast Healing Word on him. Not Healing Word, sorry. Cure Wounds on him at 3rd level. So, 10 points of healing. Because
Banging.
as a cleric, Elspeth is fucking shite.
That's okay. I'm not looking too bad.
And then as a bonus action, she's going to cast Inspiration on Cloud. Because she can see him now. She get a 1d8 inspiration die. And she's going to start making her way towards the door. So she's going to stand there. And that is her turn.
Oh, Cloud, my boy. You still got this glowing after watching it get hit with a ray of sickness and nothing happening to it.
Is it still glowing in front of me?
Still glowing in front of you.
Fair enough then. Hold on. Hold up. Come on. There we go. Yeah. So I'll just take another swing at it. You said it was looking a bit
Oh, it's looked more than a bit rough.
rough.
Yeah, that hits. I'm ignoring the sneak attack. Because you don't really need it, because you just like literally again bisect it in half and it just kind of goes and just fizzles out. That's the next one. Gone.
Well, get off bloody ruler would be a good start as well. And he will move up here to this one. Wink and say, thank you, my dear, to Elizabeth, and take his second attack on the one in front of us.
Oh, go ahead. That hits. Nine points.
If he didn't get sneak attack on the first one, would he technically get it on the second one because Visk is in melee with it? I don't know. I'm just querying.
No, I was just saying that I'm not going to bother
Oh,
counting
okay.
the sneak attack because that last one was only 4 hit points.
Cool.
That's why I said like you don't. I'm not going to count it because you don't really need it because you just go and finish it. Second one is just a regular attack. Oh, if you want a roll advantage, just in case you get a 20.
1, 2, 3, 4. I already rolled it at advantage.
Yeah, it does the double. It does a double roll. Yeah.
Yeah, but he'll finish his movement by going.
Yeah,
He'll
behind.
go here. Not staying out of his line, but flanking it with London.
Oh, that your turn.
That's that.
Knackers. At the one in front of her with just like, I'm going to like, if you weren't already just like a bodiless, I would end you kind of look. And bolt it. Fortunately, with a 10, it just kind of slithers out of the way and it hits like a nearby bit of the wall. And I'll call that the end of Macca's turn. And then you're up, boy.
Right. Now he can see the one in front of him, but
Yep.
he knows there's more than that left, right?
Yep. He's aware that there's at least 4 more of the buggers. No, there's 4 of the buggers in total left. 1 that you can see, 2 that have been destroyed, 3 that remain unseen.
Right. There's not really much you can do. So, yeah, he's just going to take the attacks on the glowing one. So, first halberd. 12 to hit.
Fortunately, nope. As it again, once you try and attack it, it kind of separates itself before the blade hits, and then reforms.
Second attack with the halberd. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Come on, 6 slashing damage.
Cut down to 3. And again, you feel it cut something, but it seems to kind of just fizzle through.
Oh. Let me just check something. Yeah. Right, Yeah, that's his turn.
Order is Visca.
Right. Right. Shit. Visca is going to. Right. Let's see. Yeah. How badly is Elspeth looking damage-wise? Is she still looking very, very badly damaged, or is she looking alright?
She's looking okay.
Okay, that makes his decision a lot easier. If she had looked anywhere near badly damaged, this could have gone very badly. So, let's see, what do I have? Right. Right. It's not really much to do so. DC is not the best. Yeah. Yeah, right. He's just going to go with the. No, that's not what I wanted. Please ignore that. He wasn't casting spiritual weapon, casting sacred flame. I just clicked on the wrong fucking one.
Okay. Sacred Flame.
So they need to make a DC 14. So this one needs to make a DC 14 dex save, the one in front of him. Beck takes no damage.
Well, the Sacred Flame just kind of just like woofs out the way and then reforms again. On your daggers, the fact that you've made such an effort to go after it, just like.
And yeah, that's his turn. Because there's not really that much else I can do.
Remind me who is the party member who is glowing bright green right now?
None, because Fairy Fire dropped.
Ah, yeah. Just double checking. One that's been surrounded is going to turn to Visca and is going to attempt to make a slam attack.
It's Visca. What do you think?
Maybe it might have just skimmed you a little bit.
Visca's out again.
Go for the second attack. Advantage because you're on deck. Fuck! Ah! That's two. Auto fails. Walker is going to go after our lovely bard again. Thanks for being sneaky.
Yeah, there's no point rolling advantage, it hits anyway.
Off chance that it... First slam attack. 9 points. Bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Ah, second strike as it would be is a miss.
Cool.
Two attacks. One, the first one with advantage.
Who's this one going for? Sorry, you cut off there.
London. Yeah, 21 hits anyway. These are proving to be a lot more troublesome than I thought they would be. 10 points bludgeoning damage for the first one.
Yeah, the second one, which is a 14, misses.
Yeah, got advantage in the first attack because it was invisible.
Oh, yeah.
14 does not hit, I don't think.
Nope.
One glances off your shield as you recoil back from the first hit, and again disappears back. I believe the
Yeah,
two stalkers, three stalkers, the last stalker is going to attack Toto. Damn it, if it would have been normal, two normal attacks, that would have been fun, but 16 points bludgeoning damage. Jesus fuck.
Okie doke.
One.
Yeah, it is.
14 points.
Fucking hell, yeah, okay. I'm still standing.
Rose is just pouring blood at this point, and this kind of weird, airy looking spectral figure is just like pounding on you for a second, and then that's the end of it.
So, can I ask a quick question?
Go ahead.
These creatures, the only reason the three of them showed up was because Elspeth cast fairy fire on them?
So we've
or
literally
what?
got no chance killing the other three.
Well, they're invisible.
So,
They're naturally invisible.
right. Cool.
Toto, your move.
Fuck. I'm gonna need a second.
I guess technically we could make perception checks to see if we can see through their invisibility.
Ding, 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 ding. Someone. Or, sorry, rather than ringing the bell, it would be more like a go, correct, go. Or whatever the fucking pigeon makes.
Is it gonna be my action to use a perception check to find them?
I'll say it's a free action since you guys are kind of like, okay, how do we find these things? Have a go. Perception check, see if you can find the first one.
$21.
I'll say for getting above 20, you see one that hit you, which is kind of hanging about here. One that has been pounding on London over here.
Okay, which one of these is taking damage?
The only one that is taking damage that you're aware of is the one that you can still see in front of you. The others have not been touched.
Alright, I'm gonna hunt. Can I hunter's mark one of the ones that I can't see?
Well, I'll say your perception, you know what it is, so I'll say you'll be able to mark it.
Alright, a hunter's mark it.
One closest to you, the one close to London.
The one closest to me.
Cool. I'll hunt this mark that one.
And for my first attack, I'm gonna attack this one.
Nope.
not the one I hunter's marked. I just want to hunter's mark him just to be sure that I don't forget where he is.
Cool, so you're attacking the other one. Go ahead.
14.
14 is bang on what you need.
Ah, thank fuck for that. And Colossus Slayer, 'cause he's taking damage. 19 total.
9 points damage.
19.
Half because it's not a magical weapon.
Oh yeah, shit. Forgot about that. Okay.
You hit it, you see the arrow kind of hovers in the midair and then kind of just falls.
Alright. Well, then I'm gonna fucking hit him again. This time with an explosive arrow.
Oh shit.
Do you know what the radius is? There a radius on an explosive arrow?
Not these ones, they're more controlled explosion.
Alright.
They count as siege weapons though because they're designed for because they're vector specials.
Alright, yeah, banging. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna hit him with an explosive.
Just don't roll a 1.
Roll a 1, I swear.
15.
15 hits that motherfucker. Go on, roll me some damage.
22 points of damage, 10 points of piercing, 11.
So 16 points altogether.
16 points, nice.
And Colossus Slayer. So 1. 17.
Oh, you see the explosion kind of is contained within a kind of spectral cloud, which it screeches out and then reforms itself, then disappears again.
Okay, that one hunter's marked, I know it's near, so
know it's
I'm
near.
just gonna back on up. I'm just gonna move right up here. Just in between Cloud and Elspeth.
Okay. That your turn?
That's me done.
Poppy, you're up.
I'm just gonna take a shot at this one, just around the corner with the short.
Get behind the elephant man and just go, Devo.
So that would be a total of 6 damage. Great.
Oh, better than nothing. Again, you peek
Uh,
out and
Sorry, Becca, were you saying something?
I was agreeing with the better than nothing comment.
Yeah. And then I am. Shit, can't do anything. I'm just gonna try to use bonus action hide behind the elephant man.
make a stealth check. Oh, you
28.
just like hiding in the shadow right now.
Yeah, that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Elspeth.
So as her bonus action, Elspeth is going to take a greater healing potion. Yay.
Oh my god. Revenge of the Ones.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, everybody ready for a new party starting next week?
Yeah,
What are you
you
talking about?
guys are
I'm doing
doing
fine.
fine. Don't worry about it.
I only got tapped by a door.
I am not doing fine.
Oh god. And Visca's down, isn't he?
This would be a great opportunity to use fireball around this vicinity.
Is Visca down?
Yes.
Okay. So she's going to cast Healing Word at level 2 on Visca.
That's a load off my mind. Boy was ready to just fucking stuff it again. Jeez.
What is it with me and fucking ones? 6 points of healing.
Oh, god dang it.
He's conscious, so you can't kill him on his next go.
And she is going to. Stay where she is, and that'll be her turn.
No, my boy.
Okie dokie.
Really persistent little bugger who's still floating in front of you, and the rest are unseen.
How's the one in front of me looking that I can see?
Staggering, but still standing. Well, floating, but you get the idea.
Okie dokie, let's take a swing at that one. Let's clear up the easy one.
19 hits. £12 points. Oh, it's deep in this thing, there's whales out, kind of like. And it's looking rough.
Well, my second attack, I'm gonna have a look, like sort of directly, sort of in front of me in a way, because I know one's just hit Elizabeth a moment ago. So I want to see if I can see the one, if it's like directly in front of me or such.
Take a perception check.
14.
Not quite sure.
Well, that's irritating, but I'll move up a little bit to sort of cover Elizabeth and Toto a little bit, and I'll take my last attack against the one straight in front.
Okay, go ahead.
'20.
It is, as soon as you run that your lady staff into the centre of it, it just kind of swirls around it and puffs out. That's 3 down, 3 to go.
That's the that's the end of my turn.
Okay, it's Maka's turn, and
I don't want to speak out of turns, but if she's got area of effect spell, then maybe if she drops something over there.
that's the one that Toto's already laid into with the arrow. Rather pissed off, determined to see one of these things drop dead, is going to watching Ray, the little bastard. For 5 points on the first attack. 3 points on the second. On the third strike with it. Third strike misses. So she fires off 2 scorching rays, and the third one misses as it hits the. It goes a bit too low and hits off the ground of cobblestones beneath. Her turn. London, your move, buddy.
Right. I'll do a perception check with London. 2. because he's pretty sure there's one right next to him. So he's going to do a perception check, see if he can see that one.
Oh,
Come on. Well,
well,
22.
you've got him dead center.
Right. It's time to make this bugger visible. So, right, he doesn't have advantage on this attack. So, let's go with Halberd. Fuck. 12 misses, I'm guessing.
Fortunately, yes.
Right, second swing. I'm
That
guessing
hits.
Right, so he's going to be using branding smite on this. So he's going to. So the thing's going to be taking 10 radiant damage. And 5 slashing damage.
Got down to 3. Oh, it is looking nasty.
And it's now visible.
It is now just floating in front of London, just like a big beacon.
Let's see if I can get the spell card for you. Just card on. So, to this. Just click it if it brings it up for you. Come on. Come on, roll 20. Figure out what I'm doing. There we go.
Giant torchlight in the middle of the room now. His turn.
Yeah, that's Lynn's turn done. So it's now Visca's.
The one that was in front of us is now dead. There are still 3 remaining. The one
Yep.
that's visible and the 2 that aren't.
But
Oh,
at
one's
least,
been marked, but
yeah, but at least Visca can see something to hit something. Right. Beck. Right, this is where I wish Roll20 had let me sort my spells out on Visca the other day, but never mind. Just go with what it's got on. So, let's see. Right. Yeah. Because he's kind of tired of getting hurt. He's going to put Shield of Faith on himself. That gives him +2 to his AC. Because, let's face it, he needs that at the moment. Then he'll move here so that he's flanking it with London because London has reach. Yay for reach. And he'll duck it with the mace. I forget. Does flanking give advantage or not?
It does.
it does.
Excellent, because let's face it, Visca needs all the help he can get to hit something. Let's see whether he can hit it with the mace.
He needs all the help in general.
22 to hit.
That hits.
And it takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
First one makes that is all 4 points. And just one good whack, and it just goes. That is the fourth one gone, ladies and gentlemen.
Another one bites this. Another one gone.
What are you
another
all worried about? You guys are doing fine. It's like the only fight over again. You're like, oh fuck. Oh wait, we're fine.
for the moment.
We did not go
Yes.
down this many times in the Oni.
No, we didn't.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure. Well, I know at least two. I know at least one person's below 20 hit points, and one's below 10. Yeah.
I'm below 10.
I'm below 20.
I'm fine. Like I say, I got hurt by a door. It's fucking
Yes, you
doors.
did.
What's even better, NPCs here in combat have not come to help us.
They've got their own
Yeah, fuck
problems.
those guys.
They're probably dead.
DM rolls to see if they're actually dead or not.
Attacking with advantage, 17 to hit Cloud.
Miss.
As you see, one as you just catch at the corner of your eye, the kind of formation of a sort of like a almost solid wall appears and strikes forward, and you just kind of nope out of the way. Second attack.
I'm gonna. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm gonna cutting words that.
Okay, what do you say for your cutting words?
Oh fucking god. Hey, how about you stop being a fucking coward and start showing yourself, you asshole? Because she's pissed off. Takes it down to a 20. Probably doesn't help.
No, it still hits.
You're pissed off, and you're pissed. Hit off as it just goes and just whacks Cloud in the ribs. Just you guys feel them sort of like just like oh not break, but that's sort of like oh that was not favourable. Oh, winded kind of way. Just as you can feel the kind of chill at the back as with advantage because it's still stealthed. The second stalker that's still left. I don't brag about not getting hit in a fight. First attack. 15 points. Bludgeoning damage.
Who's that to?
Yourself.
Ah, cool.
Second attack coming in from the second stalker. A 10. So after repeated blows, you managed to duck out the fourth attack and just like, oh, spoke too soon. And they just kind of flutter away and disappear into the room again. Photo. You've got one that's marked and it's kind of floating about part of the room.
All right, I'm gonna. It's that close. It's here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna.
It gave the impression it was going to move away a lot quicker and further, but it kind of stopped itself as if like, aha.
All right, I'm gonna step up and just try and slash at it.
Okay, go ahead.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
Yeah, it hasn't taken any damage, has it?
No, no damage this one. These are completely fresh.
if I'm using the dancing longsword, the dancing short sword as a regular short sword, does it count as a magical weapon?
It would if you'd actually said so.
Alright, that's
Future
fair.
reference, keep that for reference.
Yeah,
But
to be fair, I have got the dancing sword as a separate thing, so I'll use that if I want to.
yeah, again,
Call
just for
it,
clarify, it would probably work. I would say it would because yeah, it's a magical weapon, so it would count full damage. But you're using a regular short sword just now, so we'll settle for the 4.
yeah, that's what that I didn't even think about it until after I attacked, so it didn't.
A good thing to clarify.
Yeah, okay, and I'm gonna use my hunter's mark as well. So 9 plus 2, 11, half the 9, I guess.
9. Yep.
So 6 points of damage total. And then my second attack, I'm gonna use the. Can I use the dancing sword now, or do you need me to spend an action swapping it?
Is it? I can't remember if it's an action or a bonus action to call it out, and you can just have it do its thing.
Let me double check. I've got it here.
I believe it follows the same rules as spiritual weapon, so bonus action to activate it, action to use it.
It's a bonus action to toss the magic sword in the air and speak the command word. When you do so, the sword begins to hover, flies 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 foot. So yeah, I'm gonna whip it out, throw it up in the air. I don't really know what the command word is. But yeah, I'm gonna throw it up in the air and have it attack him.
Right, go ahead. Roll for the attack for.
26.
That hits.
Yeah. That's a
9 points.
9 plus Hunter's Mark plus Colossus Slayer. 15 points of damage.
It is looking like it's took a bit of a pick, but it's still kind of spooky, spooky.
And
All
I
right,
think, I
that's
think we all know what the activation word is. By the power of Grayskull!
Not quite.
Darn.
probably something filthier than that.
By the power of the blue pill.
Oh, he's not that old. I think that's my turn.
In keeping with total, I think the command word for the sword should be with a slight pivot movement going swing.
Yeah, something like that. Just foxy as he throws it up.
That's total's turn. Copy.
So what I've just seen is Visca and London stab and kill one. Has anyone said how many there are in the room? I forget. In character.
Nope.
I don't think anyone's openly said that there was 6, but they kind of figured that if there was 6 people getting attacked at once, there's at least 6 in total.
Right. And I just saw the Toto hit something around here. Can I, because I'm stealthed, that gives me advantage on the attack. Can I take a shot at this one over here?
Perception check to find it. It's most stealthy.
15.
Yep, you find it.
Cool. So would that be with advantage then?
Attack with advantage, yeah.
23, so that'll be what, 15 half? It's 8 or 7?
7 if you're rounding down.
7. First strike. Anything else?
Oh no, I can't do anything else. I'm just gonna hide again. Oh, sorry, that's a 10. It's a fucking 10.
And you kind of get a bit ha, and you kind of trip and fall and get yourself back up, and that sort of like, I'm okay kind of way, and not quite as elegant and stealthy as you would like. Elspeth, your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I spot any of the arseholes.
Go ahead.
14?
14, not quite.
Okay, that's
Kind of
fine.
darting back and forth. Not quite panicking, but very much a case of these aren't things to be messed about with.
So, what can I do instead? Let's find out. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on Cloud at level 3. Use my last 3rd level spot. That's better. 16 points of healing. And she sort of just reaches out and pats your shoulder.
Thank you. That's very appreciated.
And then no, that'll be her turn.
How'd you up, boy?
Well, I just saw my little buddy Toto slashing at something right behind me. So I suppose I'll have a look to see if I can spot it.
Oh, you spot it. It is right here. It's kind of just like flitting around.
Right, so Cloud moves up, smiling. Now he can see it, and yeah, just don't have anything. Fortunately, don't have anything I can add to this, but just go ham on.
14 just hits. Jammy little bastard. I was just
Gosh.
watching the actual dice roll on my screen there. I was like, that's not gonna. Oh, wait, it does.
Yeah, it should have been an advantage, so I'll just roll it one more time. As Toto's in combat with him as well. No crit fishers. But first attack would be 17 points of damage.
Oh, this guy's looking pretty bad.
Yeah, he's gonna feel bad now.
Second attack. Oh.
Take that off, and come on.
Is gone.
Yeah, 24, I think.
I keep
It
forgetting
is.
to remind people they've got inspiration. I've just realised there's been a couple of rolls that if Toto or Cloud had used their inspiration might have hit. Fuck.
Thankfully, I've hit every time. I haven't
I
had to use it.
I don't think I missed either.
I didn't think it missed either. Yeah. You lucky bastard. Who said that? I think it was the other stalker.
Cloud just looks over to Toto and just smiles, and then turns around to and gets ready for whatever's next. And that's the end of his turn.
Come on, Macca, spot the arsehole and kill it.
Nope, she doesn't spot it. Hold her action, and she seems to be swallowing her hands around, and flames are starting to kind of power with it, and goes, "Expose it, I shoot it." And her turn. Well, and then you're up.
Right. Let's see. Let's try a perception, see if I can spot it. $15.
You just manage it. It is right there.
Oh dear, that won't do. Up he comes. Right. And just checking. Yep. Right. Yep. So swing with his halberd.
Yes.
23 to hit. So it takes 4 slashing damage in total.
Aka is immediately going to follow it up with a scorching ray. Goes conjuring around. Are let loose. 5 points on the first hit. 8 on the second.
She misses on the second.
Oh yeah, she does. Second doesn't hit. Third, however. So first, second misses. Third one hits. Just as the scorching rays kind of curve round from behind London and strike. The third one, the second one that would have missed, tries to go underneath him and hits a cobblestone. He just feels the kind of intense heat around his feet, just like, ooh, ooh, hot, hot, hot.
Yeah. So it takes 13 fire damage. Yeah, 13 fire damage
Yep.
in total from that. Then London will finish up with his last attack on 17 to
17
hit.
hits.
Come on, baby. And that's 7 slashing damage.
3 points.
Yeah, that's that London done.
Visca's turn.
Alright. up, so get closer. He knows it's there, so he's going to do Sacred Flame. So it needs to make a DC 14 Dexterity save. It succeeds, so it takes no damage. Yeah, and that's his turn.
It is now the Stalker's turn. Suppose it is just going to strike normal attacks towards our lovely bard. And misses. 22, I'm sure hits.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it does. Elspeth is unconscious.
Hovering for a moment over the body, then just disappears again. Toto, you move.
All right. Fuck. Elspeth's down, right?
Sorry, Scott, did you roll with advantage or did you roll to hit me twice?
2 attacks.
So the
2
first
separate
one would
attacks.
have hit me, so I don't know how you want to do that one. 11 would have hit me, her AC is 11.
Oh, I thought our AC was 12.
No.
Well,
So I don't know how you want me to do that. Take 16 as the first damage and then 2 automatic death saves, or do you want to roll damage again?
I'll roll damage for the first one, see if it's 16 or more.
Mhm.
How much hit points did you have?
She had 14. Yes, I'm on 2 death saves. Cool.
Fuck. Oh. Okay. Okay. It kind of just makes a howling noise and then disappears. So, what sorry you're up to?
All right. Elspeth's down, right?
Yep.
All right. My last spell slot. Second level cure wounds. Fuck that! Not having 2 screens is so annoying. Another fucking
All the ones
Well, you're
tonight.
up. I know. You're up. You got 7 hit points.
Thank you.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to as a bonus action, I can cause the sword to move and attack one creature within 5 feet of it. So I'm going to move the sword to wherever that invisible guy is, if it's within 30 feet of me. The
Don't
one I've
know.
got a hunt.
The hunter's mark was on a different one. It was already
Okay.
killed.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm going to move the sword into like this space right here, right in front of me.
Oh.
Who was the last person that was attacked? It was
Me.
Elspeth.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it here, and then I'm just going to try and swing with it and see if it hits anything.
Attack roll. Even if it was close by, you wouldn't have hit it.
Yeah.
I was so hoping you rolled a nat 20.
I was just praying
throw-
you
just
didn't roll a
magic-
nat one.
Well, that would have
That
been
was my
nasty.
turn.
Someone just getting impaled by a flying sword, just like you.
Because let's face it, there's 2 characters currently there who could get hit with that sword.
I should have just fucking. Oh no, I can't. You can't hold a bonus action, can you? Alright, that's
That
it.
your
That's
turn?
my turn. I'm done.
Copy.
I'll do a perception check.
Go roll for perception. Exactly
Give me
where it is.
something.
You see every part of the universe everywhere.
Not with a 21. Where? There, behind Maka.
Yep.
Oh, for the love of God.
And
Okay,
with the 21, you also get a little freebie here, seeing the grape. See, a small little creature just kind of peering its eyes out.
over there.
You just happen to, as you peek out, you know you can catch that thing at the corner of your eye, and then you kind of look over and you just see. First it was 1, then it was like 4, and then it's like 12 small little creatures coming out of the grate.
Okay.
They're very observant eyes on things.
Okay.
Having been the only one that's encountered these creatures so far, yet you immediately recognize them as the rats from the sewer.
Great. I am going to take a shot at this one and I'll shout at the group. There's one behind the elf girl over here, and there's rats in that little place over there, and take a shot at the one behind Maka. Because I'm not hidden, I guess that's just normal roll, yes?
Just a normal roll.
Pray to
Yep. So I still get sneak attack because Maka's adjacent. How am I rolling so shit for sneak attack? That is ridiculous. So that's 7 total damage.
Maka just sees the arrow fly by when she thinks she'll take a shot at her, and then sees the thing just kind of wail behind her.
And then I'll duck back and hide. Bonus action hide.
Okay, stealth roll, please, to see how well hidden you are. You disappeared.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Elspeth.
So I want to make a perception check to see if I see it.
Okay, perception check.
Fuck, Elspeth, why are you so fucking shit right now? Jesus Christ.
After being knocked down, brought back, knocked down, brought back, I think she's kind of a little bit on the dazed and
Yeah.
confused side.
You're telling me. So she's gonna hold firebolt for when this thing next appears to hit someone. And that'll be a turn.
Road.
I'll take a look around as well.
Perception check. Unfortunately, this time, after all the kind of up close and panicky rabble you had a minute ago, you're like, fuck, I can't concentrate, and you can't get a bead on it.
Do they not get any advantage because I kind of pointed it out to them?
Nope, not for the last one.
I think best thing, Cloud. I have no idea what I can do now. I'm gonna scooch over here behind our big elephant friend, and I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Stealth roll, please.
24.
Or
And
then you're just like gone. Just like Cheshire Cat's tail, everything fades until the eyes there, and then just boom, gone.
and my action will be probably pull out my bow and ready a shot just in case I see something.
Ready, just in case it shows up.
That's all I've got.
Oh, she does not. However, she's getting a flame bolt ready and holding her action for when this thing does show up. London.
Right. Let's make a perception check. As everyone else. Come on. 22.
You spot it.
Right.
It's moved right over. Yeah.
London. Okay. Get here behind it and take a swing with its halberd.
Keep in mind, brandishing smite is still up because it's concentration.
No, it went when the one that had brandishing smite on it died.
I thought you can concentrate on brandishing smite and then you can cast it. You continue to cast it.
Two
So
hits.
so it does. So yeah, it'll become visible and it will take branding smite. So I'll just do the halberd hit first. So it takes 11 point slashing damage, then click branding smite. So is that.
As soon as you hit it with brandishing smite, Maka immediately follows up with a flame bolt.
Can I cast my firebolt too?
Yeah, if you wish. Cloud, if you want to fire off your bow, it's up to yourself.
And it
London's
8 damage from the branding smite.
how much was the slashing damage again? Sorry, before I know the 88
It was
radiant
11
damage.
slashing, so it'd be 5.
Elspeth's flame bolt,
Doesn't
as
hit,
it's
it's a
now
10.
up against. It's 10. How do you want to do this?
No, I rolled a 10 to hit.
Oh, that's no,
Yeah.
that's not going to do it then. I'm thinking it's damage because it usually damages when you do the spell things is immediately picked up. Cloud, want to do the honors and try and land the kill shot?
No, I whiffed it. 11.
Ah, so close yet so far.
And
London's turn finished? Or
Nope.
is...
He still has another attack with halberd.
Go for it. Roll high and kill this motherfucker. Yes, come on. Drum roll.
That's another 11, so that's another 5 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Literally, he's just going to slice through it. Everyone's just going to hear the sound of wind being ripped in half. So basically, everyone's going to hear the sounds of someone playing on oh crud, I forget what it is. You know, in Western movies, the thing they play in jail. What's it called again?
Harmonica?
Harmonica. Yeah. Basically, everyone just hears what would be a very bad, just loud blow on a harmonica. That sort of noise as the halberd just rips through what I'm assuming is an air elemental.
Incorrect.
Blast is an elemental, however, it is actually an invisible stalker. And as you just whip, as your allies see you light it up, Flame Bolt 1 hits it, Flame Bolt number 2 misses, Arrow misses it, and it tries to duck out of the way. As it comes up to kind of like strike at you, you just slash at it, and gone.
Awesome sound effect.
Try to think how the fuck do I do a harmonica noise? I just like, okay, I'll just go with that. But
Like I said, bad harmonica noise, so any sort of wind noise probably would have done it.
and with that, the last invisible stalker is down.
No more invisible things, please. They annoy me to no end.
And all you hear echoing throughout the chamber after a moment is just the sound of clapping.
Speaking of invisible and annoying,
I'm just gonna back up. I'm guessing this is a wall over here.
That's a wall, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back up and just with my back against the wall, just slump down. And as I slump down, I'll change my appearance back to Elizabeth.
Elspeth is going to cast a message to each and every single person in the room and go, in every single message, I suggest we don't talk out loud. I suggest we leave. I suggest we let the Crown's Guard know that he's down here.
you just hear a thump from London halberd in acknowledgement.
Cloud will say back via message, there was a door locked back there with a very faint knocking sound, and there are children missing throughout the city.
Is this a door?
You lean back against it and you feel that this section of the wall is different from the rest, and you look at it, it's like a stone carving of a door.
I'll message Elspeth saying there's a door over here. We don't know whether you want to investigate it now.
No, is the response you get. Just no.
Cloud sticks his head through the door to see how the other three are doing in the other room.
You look back and they look like they've just went through a freaking tornado. Both the twins are practically slumped against one another, and Horam has got several cuts of his own making. His longsword's covered in ice, and there appears to be just like shatterings of like little ice shards on the floor next to him.
So you three are still alive, having fun?
But Horam goes, "Oh yeah, I haven't had this much fun in weeks."
Same here.
London's just gonna step behind Cloud just so that he can see into the room as well, and just nod at each off of me. Just go. And just with his halberd, tap it on the floor again, but moving it up slightly as in just to move up.
Wanting the others to join you in here.
No, he's trying to be as discreet as possible in the way he's trying to tell them back to the surface. He's trying to make it discreet enough that prying eyes won't have a very clear image of what he's trying to convey. But then again, at the same time, it's going to be subtle enough that they can just miss it altogether.
Meanwhile, while London is trying to play charades,
Okay, meanwhile,
Elspeth's just gonna duck down to Toto's level and give him a big hug and thank him for saving her ass twice.
It's all good. It's good. You done me pretty good too. I forgot about the inspiration, but if I had used it, I'm sure it would have helped save the day.
Elspeth's still looking pretty banged up, right?
She just wants to get out of there. She's not gonna hang around for long enough for anyone to cast any kind of fucking spells on her. She just wants out.
Yeah, Fisk is going to tap her on the shoulder just to reassure her he got the message. And as he does so, he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on her. So you heal 17 hit points.
oh. Again, there's the very faint sort of almost like the volume had been turned down and now it's starting to come back up again of the clapping still going.
Elspeth's just gonna stand up and start walking out.
Yeah, man, Toto's gone. He's just fucking got up and just a little died.
Cloud turns to Elizabeth, looking at the door, and just nods towards it.
I'll drop him a message, basically saying, I'm not particularly comfortable leaving kids down here if I know they're here. Convince your group we need to come back tomorrow.
Having come out into the corridor, can Elspeth see the door that Cloud was talking about?
Very, very far down the corridor.
Does she hear the knocking?
There's no sound. The only noise you can hear is the rustling of your allies' weapons and equipment as they make their heavy footsteps out.
Fuck it. She's gonna go to Cloud. Hey, you didn't use that inspiration I chucked at you. Maybe we can go see if it'll help you open the door.
I was just about to say, has it been a minute?
No, because it's not been 10 rounds of combat. So we might be okay.
Cloud goes down and tries the door one more time.
Go ahead.
Fisk will follow behind just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, if I'm seeing them go that way, I'm going that way. I'm not going nowhere.
So 25.
Yeah. Don't know why it rolled a sneak attack.
I was trying to work that out as well.
I sneak attack the lock.
And the lock fights back. I'm joking. Yeah, you finally get back to the lock. You go again. Looks deceptively simple on the outside, very complicated mechanism. You manage to work your way through it. You just hear the multiple latches just going. big heavy door just creaks open.
Have a little bit of a peek through.
You find our bodies. Just at the bottom of the chamber, as you look down, you just see like the leftovers of gas.
What kind of bodies are they? I hate to fucking ask.
One little boy and two little girls.
Well, Viscraft's seen this.
Everyone's seen it.
Shit.
Is
Um,
this the whole
guys,
chamber?
guys, help me. As Visca rushes to grab London before he starts fucking rampaging in sheer anger. Because this is one of the things that will piss London the hell off.
Well, that's his problem. Cloud
Yeah.
walks in
So does Elspeth.
and probably picks up. He's not very strong, so he probably picks up one of the girls,
Elspeth will also pick up
if
one
not
of the girls.
both of the girls.
Okay, this is.
Is this
Joey, I want you to kind of just like take a moment here because you just sit after going through all of that and then seeing this. Is there anything in particular you would like to say or think what your characters would do right now? As they're contemplating that they're about to go and do those things that you just described now, what's immediately on your mind right now?
Copy is very, very pissed off at this. Like, very, very pissed off. But she can't let anyone see her like this, so she will kind of acknowledge it and walk out.
Elspeth is just on the outside a brick wall, but inside she's a fucking mess. But she knows she's being watched, so is a brick wall on the outside.
Does Elspeth and Cloud go into the chamber and pick up the kids?
I'll take whatever one Cloud doesn't manage to pick up.
As you go to pick them up, they're not real, they just kind of evaporate into dust, and all you hear is this.
Great, we're finding the Joker and we need a gallon for this.
Oh, that was awesome, man. Well done. I love that.
Right, does he
And
appear
he
like
appears behind you.
Right, I'm going to roll a strength check for Visca. Because I know what's going to happen right now. So let's just see if he can actually manage to do anything. That would be a 3, so yeah, this is happening. London is charging at him.
Hold person on London.
Yeah, do whole person on. On. Whole person on.
I was trying to find the spell, Jesus Christ.
I was just wanting with anticipation to see this happen.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, London's not being held.
I want you to make the roll in case you make it at 1 because you're not psychic. Right, there we go.
So,
Charge, boy!
yeah, Halberd swing at this guy.
And it's a
23 to hit.
miss because there's nothing there.
Yeah, literally, the halberd comes smashing.
Do I need to repeat the laugh? Because I can't imitate, you know, who. As you swing through, it just kind of, again, the illusion. The illusion just pats him on the shoulder and goes, there, my good dear fellow. Ah, and just kind of looks at you and goes, I figured it was just a little bit too much to push that particular button. Although the look on your face is, I wish I had the finest artists in Taldore watching just to capture such things. Oh.
Yeah, London walks through him, just heading off now.
Cloud,
Go ahead.
If you must know, the children are up on the ground floor, asleep. You've earned as much this time.
where are they?
On the ground floor. See, when you like go back upstairs, they'll be just waiting outside.
I'm gonna go up to him, and this whole time my whole appearance is changing to a white flowing dress, white long hair, and the mask comes up over my face. I'm gonna look into the shadow, whatever this thing is saying, I like your style, but I will kill you. Thank you for introducing yourself to me and giving me a purpose. And I'm just gonna walk away.
I look forward to our face to face if it ever does happen.
You know what? Just as Visca goes by, because he doesn't want everyone to deal with it, he's going to dispel magic on the fecking image.
Image disappears.
Let's go.
As you get to the exit, there's another one. Just kind of like showing you the way out. Just like until our possible meeting again, my good
You know
friend.
what? Because you never know. He might be lucky, and this idiot real self.
Take a swing.
London swings, because you never know. 22 to hit.
And the illusion actually goes along with it for a moment, so he thinks, "Oh, what? This is the real one," and then he just kind of just like as the body hits the corner of the room, it just turns into butterflies.
Cloud just climbs straight up the ladder to see if the children are there.
And sure enough, they all are.
London follows behind.
He just sort of checks to make sure they're actually real this time, and then waits for one of the other group who might be able to actually do medicine to come up and make sure they're all right.
Quick question. Miranda Killer, uh, one of the requests was for her to return her child, but do I remember if it was a male or female, if she specified?
Cloud remembers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a girl.
Daughter.
Daughter, yeah. Exact name I cannot recall right now off the top of my head, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a op opal wand.
No,
And I
that's the
request.
open ward.
Sorry, yeah, I wrote the R.
I don't think you gave us a name for the daughter or granddaughter on the.
No name, but knowing it's a daughter, it's pretty okay. So because there, you said there are two girls and a boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, once
Can I
London's
tell which
up,
one's slightly more affluent?
So what was that?
Could I tell which one is from a slightly more affluent background?
Not at first glance.
once London's up, he'll do a medicine check on each of them to check that they're all right.
I'll let you have it. They're fine.
Right.
It would appear that whatever kind of mistreatment or kind of ill happenings that may have happened to them has been there's residual effects of magic that has uh, fixed it for them.
Right, then he'll pick two up and carry
Cloud will grab the last one, but it'll pull underneath his braces some basically sleeves up his arms and take the form of a half elf.
As you pick up the kids, those that do, they kind of stir a little bit because they're kind of mostly asleep, and just start cuddling tight.
I believe I know the way close guard station. We should probably take them there. They should be able to find the parent.
Could I might be stretching completely, but was there any information in whatever I read that I could identify this daughter at all?
You try to recall back, and as you are walking away from the entrance, all you start to feel is a slight rumble on the ground. Look back, and then there's just a big flash, and the rumbling stops. And bunker, as it would be, has just completely collapsed on itself.
Oh, I guess you didn't get my DM then.
Oh, hang on.
Elspeth might have just been buried alive.
Rewind that back a sec. I didn't get the ping.
Bye, Elizabeth.
I was waiting for a
that
moment to
didn't,
sort
I
of
didn't ping
interject,
to
but
warn me that
everyone was
came through.
RPing.
Okay,
So.
rewind that back.
I was waiting for a moment to interject, but everyone was sort of RPing, so I didn't want to interrupt.
As they're walking away, Elspeth's hang back.
And she's leaning against the wall, and she goes, "I don't know what we did to piss you off, and frankly, I don't care. But you're now number 2 on my list, so I'll get to you. Might take a while, but enjoy that." And then she'll walk away.
As you're walking out of the last kind of like corner here, I'll say for a freebie, you just see the rats with the transparent little heads watching as you leave.
She just does that 2 fingers to the eye kind of move of like, I'm fucking watching you to the rats.
They all start to scurry away into the grate. And you hear a and you start to feel a slight rumble, in which case you're just gonna go, okay, maybe I should just fucking leave.
Yeah. So she leaves. She wants to hang back from the group, though. She doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to get back with the group.
Yeah, I'll make it instead of that, just disappearing in the dungeon when it blows. Is that you're the last one to make it out, and you're just gonna go, you better want to move, guys, and boosh.
So, do I know any identifiable things for this daughter at all?
Make a, I'll say a history check because you're trying to remember specific details.
18.
Yeah, you recognize one of the girls is in fact Miranda's daughter.
Because I suspect London's carrying the girl. I'll just go up to him and say, "Give me this girl. I know her mother. I'll take her to him. I'll take her to her mother."
You can go fetch her mother. We'll take them to the shield where they can be properly looked after.
No. I will take her to her mother. You do not dictate everything that happens here.
And you do not make requests when you have proven untrustworthy.
You are correct about London not making all the choices, but London is right on this one.
Give her to me now, and I'll tell you a little bit more about myself.
London just keeps walking.
There's one tiny little tidbit I would like to just kind of point out to the party. An extra member.
Maka's going to come with us.
Yeah, I know. Maka's already with you. It's what's with Maka that should be a slight bit concerned. You know, waddling behind her is a chest.
Oh, this is awesome.
You know
Does she have
what?
a pet minute?
She's kind of got that sort of like weird, like, going straight anime shit here, is like that sort of like blush cheeks, like I don't know what to do with this kind of thing. And she kind of just points back as you guys all turn back and goes, "This is still here." And as he kind of just pokes it behind her, you see the big grin with the big tongue coming out.
Visca will look to Toby. Toby, you're good with animals, right?
Yeah,
Maybe you could train it?
I could give it a go. I could definitely try.
You can certainly try, and I think we'll call that for tonight.
Right. Can I just say collectively, fuck things that are naturally invisible?
They could have been a lot worse.
I figured as much.
But overall, how did you find that?
Yeah, pretty much what Alex said first time. Fuck things that
Oh,
stay
my.
invisible.
Well, at least they weren't invisible orcs. If they were invisible orcs, then this would have.
London just does not agree with Copy. Just does not agree with her.
He's starting to
Just
grate a
agree.
little bit on Elspeth as well, actually, which I'm surprised by.
Like London is just not the right person for this group.
No,
Like
not at all.
personality.
Yeah, but saying that, Copy's gonna be.
Yeah.
He's the complete opposite of London as well. The whole group
Yeah,
is sort of in the middle. London's like right on the right hand side. Copy's completely to the left hand side.
and I fully acknowledge that, and that's the really, really frustrating bit for Copy. Well, I say frustrating, but that's the thing for Copy. It just doesn't work. She's never had anyone who's basically challenged her to that point where she's like, yeah, this guy just needs to die at this.
I'm saying that Cloud would have never allowed you to take the child as well, but that's because he sort of knows why you're trying to do it.
Actually, no, I don't even want the reward at this point. Like she's really, really annoyed.
I feel like Copy and London should have a fight to the death, and the winner can stay in. Although London would probably just obliterate.
He would. He very much would. Because
I
I
can just
can't give
picture
a
like a
shit.
very much Hulk and Loki scenario going on right now. Copy talking all smack talk, then suddenly it's like the one natural 20, and just London just like ragdolling her.
Well, saying that, as long as as long as the Zuzu play Copy smart, pretty sure he's got a good chance of beating London.
Oh yeah, fair chance. I'm just saying, I can just picture that sort of like in terms of how that argument was going. It did give me sort of like Hulk and Loki vibes.
Oh, definitely. Just as long as London didn't hit her, it'll be fine. It's just one hit from London, you're probably screwed.
Yeah, London was not going to hit Copy at all because he was more concerned about getting the children to safety rather than dealing with Copy.
Is the top to bottom 3 points usual thing before we go any further?
Enjoyed the combat, even though fucking visible thing. Enjoyed the little roleplay we did have. And improvement. I can't really think of any improvements you could have done. Because, yeah, I think you covered all the bases really well again.
Me? Uh, I actually like the RP element from Scott, to be honest. The whole maniacal wizard evil guy thing about gives Copy a reason to stay in the party. So I really enjoyed that. I hate the fact that I'm so fucking useless at the moment. I just can't believe I spent so much time theory crafting it, but I made it so fucking useless. So next level, I'm gonna revamp the spells completely, trying to see if I can be fucking a little bit more useful. Improvement, more of the sound bites actually. That sound bite was brilliant. I think that was so perfectly done. So
Not gonna lie, I've had that sound bite in the back of my mind for the better part of 2 weeks.
Yeah, so like if you can get some more of the sound bites, that would be absolutely crazy. But otherwise, yeah, it's been brilliant.
For me, I need to do something about Elspeth's AC or her health or fucking something. Because something looking at her and her dying is starting to be a bit frustrating. Other than that, I think it was all good. As usual, I was trying to be less talky and more listening. But I think the session as a whole was good.
Yeah, I really liked the combat. I think we RP a lot, and it was good to have a session that was like more combat heavy. Not all the time, but sometimes it's nice. Yeah, Scott, yeah, proper killing it with this villain, man. This villain's sick. I'm loving it. Yeah, no real improvements. Just yeah, solid. It was good.
Yeah, pretty much same as everybody else. The sound bite, I almost wiped my missus up laughing when I heard that. That was a fucking awesome drop right there. The fight, it was, yeah, it weren't that they were hard enemies, they were just dick enemies, and that just really makes a change. The whole thing with like Sam said, obviously it's really nice just to have like, obviously we do a lot of RP from time to time, and having a nice little session where it's just like combat is always fun. And I really love the fact that Maka sort of has a pet mimic at the minute, which is definitely interesting. And the worst part is I realised sort of at the beginning of this game that I actually have a spell that I forgot to cast before we went into the sewer that would have helped us 1,000 times. I actually have the spell Flock of Familiars, and I could have summoned 3 I can't remember their bloody names, but they're flying cats that can see invisible creatures.
That would have been fucking helpful.
I know. Oh. Well, you know, you live and you learn. I keep on forgetting to look at my spells at times.
How do you have so many invisibilities? Is it the wand of invisibility?
Yeah. Literally, I've just got the wand of invisibility. I've still got invisibility as a spell at the minute because I can't change my spell slots until I level up.
Which, by the way,
But
I should have said that at the start, as soon as the game ended. Yeah, level up next week.
Yeah. So does that mean